stations, you're coming up on 30 seconds until airtime. On my mark, 30 seconds until airtime. And there it is. So please start your archive recording. Mark 30 second stations. Your next and final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Stations, please be advised that you must disable your streaming to websites and apps during this IMG broadcast. Coming up on 15 seconds until airtime, Mark 15 second stations. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. This is where the dogs play.
Shakes and bakes, drives, high kiss off the glass, blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed, pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop, oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Now to courtside along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
And hi again, everyone, and welcome to another night of Georgia Bulldogs basketball tonight from the home of the Bulldogs, Stegman Coliseum in Athens, as 4-3 Georgia will host 3-5 Texas Southern from Houston, Texas in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. The Dogs had their first 6 games of the season crammed into 13 days, but since returning from the Cayman Islands Classic, Georgia has played just once, last week's win over Kennesaw State, and is playing 3 games over a span of 19 days. Time for the Bulldogs to work on their craft with head coach Tom Crean and prepare for final exams coming up soon here at the University of Georgia. Dogs 6'11 forward Nicholas Claxton continues to be an emerging force for this team. He's the top rebounder, the second leading scorer for the Bulldogs. He also leads the squad in block shots, steals, and is second in assists. The sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, is doing a little bit of everything. Texas Southern is a team in transition with a new head coach and 11 transfers on the roster, but the Tigers have already upset 2 teams in a Power 5 conference with wins at Baylor and at nationally ranked Oregon. Georgia and Texas Southern are coming up tonight here in Athens in the first meeting ever between the two teams. And our courtside pregame show is brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Chuck Dowdle joins me on the return to Stegman Coliseum right after these important messages on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum here in Athens as we get ready for Bulldogs basketball tonight. Georgia and Texas Southern, our courtside show brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Chuck Dowdle's joining me. How about Tony Schiavone? Also known as Tom. In the
that's his nickname.
On the dark web, he's known as Tom. Tony Schiavone, our producer, engineer, and Cabell Philpotts in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. And Chuck, this is a team, Texas Southern, doesn't have a winning record, but they've got 2 impressive wins on the road at Baylor and at Oregon. Then they've got a home win over an overmatched opponent. But this squad is made up of a lot of different parts. 11 transfers on this team, and a lot of guys that we've seen from LSU.
Yeah, well, that figures with Johnny Jones.
That's correct.
Running the show now. But, they're kind of Jekyll and Hyde, Scott. I mean, but as you mentioned, the wins that they've got, boy, would those look good on anybody's resume. Yeah, I mean, you've got an opening season win over Baylor at Baylor. Then you go to Oregon, beat Oregon at Oregon, a ranked Oregon team at that. I mean, so, you start to talk about a team that can show up and do damage to you. This is that team. But on the other hand, they could also come in and stink the joint up, and they've been known to do that a time or two. But you look at their schedule, they play a tough schedule. And tonight, let's hope that the Dogs, they can, at the end of the season, look back and say, that was one of our tougher opponents.
I think they support the budget of their program at the early part of their schedule. They play most of their games on the road. They play 7 of their first 8 on the road. They just came from Arizona State here to Athens and playing yet another road game tonight.
They only lost by 12 there. And Arizona State will be coming in here, by the way. So this is going to be a possible tough test for the Dogs. We'll see which team shows up for Texas Southern.
First matchup between the two schools, Georgia and Texas Southern, here tonight in Athens. Cabell Philpott standing by. He's in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He's next as we continue with the Grindhouse Killer Burgers courtside show here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
If you're looking for smart ways to save money, just stop by your neighborhood Kroger. Right now, it's time for the Buy 5, Save 5 event. Just choose from a great selection of participating items. And when you buy any 5, you'll save $5 instantly at checkout. Choose from select items like Kroger brand cheese, all laundry detergent, General Mills or Kellogg's cereal, and lots more. Go to Kroger.com or use the app for more info. The Buy 5, Save 5 event is on now. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Now at Kroger, you can earn 3 times the fuel points when you take home your favorite meat and seafood. Just clip your coupon from the weekly ad or download it from the app or at Kroger.com. Then head into your neighborhood Kroger and select delicious cuts of meat and seafood, and you'll earn 3 times the fuel points. So get your coupon today and be sure to hurry. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. See associate for details. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Growing up in a coffee family is no different than growing up in any other family, except that we all kind of share one affinity, and that's for a great tasting cup of coffee.
Matt Siraj, 4th generation owner, Community Coffee.
I believe people can taste the difference family makes. It's a fullness in the mouth. It's a flavor impression that follows all the way through till 30 seconds after that sip of coffee. It's that rich, smooth flavor that you find in Community Coffee.
Our family story continues at communitycoffee.com.
Welcome back to the Blue Emu pregame games.
Oh, come on, you just blew a 10-point lead, Jerry. I'm not about to lose to these young kids in a simple game of beanbags and wooden boards.
I know, Coach. My shoulder's killing me.
So you're telling me you've been playing hurt? Here, take this. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink. And now maybe we won't lose. But no thanks to you, Jerry.
Blue Emu available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and other national retailers.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now, scores and highlights from around college basketball. Let's go inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's Cabell Philpott.
Dogs expected to be tested tonight at Stegman Coliseum against Texas Southern just after 7 o'clock. The tip-off for this one. Again, Georgia and Texas Southern. Northwestern on the road. Northwestern State, rather, on the road to Texas A&M. The Aggies, a rough start, 2-4 on the season. A 4-game losing stretch, bookended by victories for Texas A&M. Reed Arena tonight as the Aggies try to start their first winning streak of the season, having won their last game tonight against Northwestern State. The Aggies go at 8 p.m. Top 25 action. A massive Big Ten matchup tonight. 18th-ranked Iowa on the road at 10th-ranked Michigan State. It's a 1-point advantage for the Hawkeyes. 13-12 early going first half. In East Lansing, number 4 Virginia in action tonight, hosting Morgan State in Charlottesville at 7. An 8 o'clock tip down in Tallahassee is Troy visiting 11th-ranked Florida State. The Seminoles undefeated at home. Troy has yet to win a road game this season. An 8 o'clock tip as well at the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin, as Wisconsin takes on Rutgers. The Dogs getting set to take on Texas Southern just after 7 o'clock at Stegman Coliseum. When we return, we'll get the thoughts on Texas Southern from head coach Tom Crean, thanks to UPS. Tom Crean interview this afternoon brought to you by UPS, working together to achieve great things like the Bulldogs. That's problem solving. Visit UPS.com to learn more. Official logistics partner of Georgia Athletics. Coach Crean is next, right after these messages. Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
You know, Georgia peaches don't just come from Georgia. They come from farms in Georgia, worked by farmers, working hard to cultivate the crops that drive the state's economy. That's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers, with support through advocacy and benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. Join online for just a couple bucks a year. Easy as peach cobbler.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
You're listening to Georgia Basketball. Now, time for your all-access trip inside the Dogs' locker room and a visit with UGA head coach Tom Crean. With Coach Crean, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum as we get set for Georgia and Texas Southern tonight. And we're with Georgia head coach Tom Crean here. This is brought to you by UPS. Coach, is this Texas Southern team a giant killer? They've won 2 big games on the road so far this year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're bona fide. They're well coached. They were with Mike Davis. They are with Johnny Jones. They've got a group of guys that are fearless, high-level players that have come throughout the country, and especially tonight, a lot of different guys from Georgia. So no doubt about it. I mean, they keep coming at you, and I kept telling my team that the word is fearless. And we can't be anything other than completely locked in. You know, we got to play with confidence, but we've got to be together constantly. We've got to make sure we're getting back in transition. We got to challenge shots. We got to rebound the ball because they're bringing a deep team. They're bringing a deep shooting team with 26 threes a game. They're a good passing team at 13 assists a game. and they rebound the ball well. And not to mention they have a 7'2" player that's from down the road in Atlanta.
If you describe them as fearless, how would you describe your team?
We better be urgent. I mean, I think that's really important. We've had a really good weekend. We've had a good week leading up to it. And we dealt with a little bit of sickness and things like that in guys, but I think we're better now outside of Vitorian, who's still not cleared yet and ready to go. But the bottom line is we don't have any choice. I mean, we have to play that way. It doesn't matter who we're playing. And a game like this, like I told the team, this is a team that's an NCAA tournament future team. You want to learn how to play in tournaments. This is the kind of team you play in the first round of a tournament and the first round of the NCAAs. And if you don't beat them, you go home. And you have to understand that kind of mindset. And everything we do has got to be with that. You got to talk championship. You got to put them in as many situations as you can that teach them that. And again, like what we've learned after coming back from the Cayman Islands, it's less talk, more be. Right? Let's not just talk about being tough. Let's be tough. Right? And how many different situations can we put ourselves into to be there? But the bottom line is when you're going against good teams and you want to win and move forward and have a future, you got to learn to win games like this.
You mentioned their 7'2" player, Trayvon Reed. What is your matchup with him? Is it Nicholas? Is it Ogbede? Do you switch around? How does that work? And then when they're playing defense, who's he guarding?
Well, we don't want to switch a lot with him because he's such a lob guy. The bottom line is they just throw it up to him, and that's where he's really hurt teams. He can post. He's got 5 assists, 20 turnovers. So if you don't bring any pressure, he's pretty good with his passing. But bottom line is we just don't want to give him shots at the rim that we can't defend. So we won't do a lot of switching there. But they're going to have to match up with us. I mean, they go with him. They go with Combs that both have size. Then they don't bring as much size. So we got to look for that. But we've gotten better with our movement on offense. We've gotten better with our execution. We keep throwing different things at them so that they understand that's part of it too. You're a game plan team, which means we're a game plan team because there's things we want to do in this game that we want to do offensively and defensively. There are sometimes add-ons for that. But at the same time, you really want to have your staples right. And for us, getting that ball inside and then the potential to get it inside out, getting the ball reversed, no matter who's in, we've got to do that no matter who we have in, no matter who they have in.
Tom, thanks very much. Good luck, and we'll talk to you after the ballgame.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
That is Coach Tom Crean. This is brought to you by UPS. Starting lineups next here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions. Member FDIC. Conditions and fees apply.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source ComScore total visits.
This is where the dogs play.
Shakes the base, drive. Mike is on the glass. Blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed stuff. First three and good. He faked them out. Inside, no look. Dish and a goal.
Pulls up for a three at the horn.
Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah!
Today's coverage of Dogs basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider for the Georgia Bulldogs. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. Now, to courtside, along with Chuck Dowdle, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Minutes away from tip-off, Georgia and Texas Southern. Here are your starting lineups tonight. First for the 4-3 Georgia Bulldogs, coached by Tom Crean in his first season here in Athens. His starting five will feature Turtle Jackson and Tyshawn Hightower at guards. Jackson, a 6'4 senior from Athens. Hightower, 6'5 sophomore from Lithonia, Georgia. Rayshawn Hammonds, Nicholas Claxton, Derek Ogbede round out the starting five for the Bulldogs. Hammonds, a 6'8 sophomore from Norcross, leading scorer on the team. Nicholas Claxton, 6'11 sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, second leading scorer, top rebounder on the squad. Derek Ogbede, 6'9 senior from Atlanta. For Texas Southern, coached by Johnny Jones in his first season in Houston, Texas with the Tigers. Their record 3-5. His starting five features Jalen Patterson, transfer from LSU, 6'1 graduate transfer from Atlanta. Derek Bruce is a 6'3 senior from Moreno Valley, California. Devakio Butler is a 6'5 senior from Atlanta. Jeremy Combs, 6'7 graduate transfer from Dallas, Texas. Trayvon Reed, 7'2 senior from Mobile, Alabama. The tip-off and our keys to the game next on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Did you know Georgia is one of the leading producers of pecans in the entire world? That's how hard Georgia farmers work to help cultivate the state's economy. And that's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with agricultural research and assistance programs and access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. So, get cracking.
Hear whatever you love, wherever you love to listen. Get SiriusXM in your car, online, on the app, or at home on connected devices now with new subscriptions as low as $5 a month plus fees. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/college. Hear college sports coverage on SiriusXM SEC Radio, plus commercial-free music in addition to comedy, talk, news, and more anywhere you go. Visit SiriusXM.com/college to get started.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
All right, the pregame light show going on here inside Stegman Coliseum as the starting lineups will be announced to our crowd here in the building. And it's time now for our Ford Keys to the Game, presented by Ford. Elevate your game with a new Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Chuck Dowdle's got our keys to the game. Chuck.
All right, Scott, I tell you what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start where Basketball ought to start for Georgia. In the backcourt, we got to have some improvement in the backcourt. Coach Crane, he's tried a number of combinations, but turnovers remain a problem. And no guard on this Georgia roster averaging as high as 9 points a game. We got to get some improved play out of the backcourt, and particularly in that scoring column. Turnovers, as I mentioned, they're still hurting us. We are dead last among SEC schools in turnover margin right now, nearly -5 a game. Those are empty possessions where you get nothing, and often, as we have seen, the other team gets plenty. So we got to stop that. And finally, look, we're doing a good job protecting the home floor. We have 4 home dates here in December, only 1 road game, and that's in Atlanta. So we got to keep our home a place where the Dogs go to win, and we got to get better in December because conference play starts in January, and that's when I really start counting them. So, I mean, they all count, but that's when we can really make a difference. But we got to get better in this month of December. We got some off time. In fact, after this game, we got 12 days before we play again.
On the 15th, that's correct, when Arizona State comes to town on a Saturday here at 6 p.m. Right now, before we tip, let's pause station identification here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Tonight's tip-off brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. Both teams huddling up for the final time before we begin the game. Georgia will be in white uniforms tonight, tops and bottoms, black and red trim, and Texas Southern all in maroon. A little bit of white trim on the uniforms, numbers, and lettering. And again, 11 transfers on the roster for Coach Johnny Jones, who replaced Coach Mike Davis this summer. Davis left his job in Houston. He resigned in early June to accept the head coaching job at Detroit Mercy. Johnny Jones, who was at Nevada as an assistant after being let go by LSU after 5 years, hired back in Texas, a state he's very familiar with. He spent 11 years as a head coach at North Texas.
And Scott, what worries you about this Texas Southern roster is all the SEC experience on that roster.
They got a lot of it. They got 2 LSU transfers and an Auburn transfer. And here's the toss and the tip, controlled by Texas Southern. Tigers' first possession of the ball game. Here's Patterson with a skip pass left, off the foot and out of bounds. He threw it off the foot or the heel of one of his teammates, and it rolls out of bounds on the far side of the floor. So the Tigers turned it over on their first possession. It'll be the Dogs basketball.
I'm going to write that one down. That may go down at the end of the year as one of the worst passes I've seen.
Dogs first possession just underway here in Athens. Hightower down the lane, layup good. He split the defense, went right to the rack and laid it up and in.
Scott, my question is, what defense? There was no challenge whatsoever to Deshaun.
Maybe I should have said defenders.
That's it. There you go.
Yes, because they definitely didn't play defense on that possession. Big Jeremy Combs works against Claxton. Jump hook, rolls in there, bounced on the rim a couple of times and falls through good. Combs at 6'7", a graduate transfer from LSU. He's from Dallas. Got it over big 6'11" Claxton that time to tie it at 2. Here's Hightower along the left baseline, and they strip the ball out of his hands and take it away. Tigers with the ball in front court right. 2-2 contest. First meeting between these two schools. They throw it inside to the big 7'2" center, and he dunks it, a reverse dunk for Trayvon Reed, and he got fouled as well. But when he stretches his arms out, he's right at the rim.
Well, I was going to say, not much need to jump.
Not at all.
You know, he just kind of raises up on his toes and just kind of stuffs it.
Hammond's called for the foul for the Dogs. Reed at the line, 7'2" and 240. He's long and lean. Transfer from Auburn. He's from Mobile, Alabama. He's a 58% free throw shooter. Big, long, rangy right-hander, puts it up and no good. Not even close.
Yeah, that's a 58% free throw shooter.
4-2. Texas Southern with a early lead here. 18:40 on the clock, first half. Dogs with the ball, front court left. Here's Turtle high on the left wing. They go to Clax above the arc, dribbles inside the three-point line, then reverses out to Hightower with 10 on the shot clock. Tishon goes back to Nicholas, and he's called for traveling. Right when they put two guys on him and double-teamed him, he was called for traveling.
You could tell, you could actually see he thought about it for a second. When he thought about it, he was moving his feet.
Another turnover for the Bulldogs. They go inside to the 7'2" center, works against Ogbede, leans and shoots at close range, missed it off the glass and the rim. Rebound Derrick, outlet to Hammonds into the front court. Across the top of the key, Rayshawn kills the dribble, drops it off on the right side to Tishon Hightower. Now he comes over to Turtle Jackson. Turtle with a left-hand dribble between the circles. Looks inside, gets a screen from Ogbede, will spot and post, shoot a three. That's no good. Rebound torn down by the 7'2" Reed. 4-2, Texas Southern with a lead and the ball. Here's Patterson on the dribble and the drive, flips it up, won't go. Rebound, offensive board by Combs for Texas Southern. His putback is no good. Dogs rebound his miss. And we've got 5-on-2, and Claxton going to draw a foul as he tried to take it inside.
I got to tell you, Claxton came away with that rebound and dribbled through two defenders.
He may have injured his shoulder a little bit, his left shoulder. He's grimacing in a little bit of discomfort. Now he's grabbing at it and trying to flex it a little bit. He's supposed to go to the line and shoot free throws here.
Wow.
And the foul was on Devakio Butler, his first. Clock stop with 17:36 to go. First half, 4-2. Texas Southern leading. Claxton with two free throws coming. Nicholas, 6'11" sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, left it short, hit the front of the rim, no good. Clax at 62% for the year at the foul line. Boy, he had a terrific game against Kennesaw State last week. 16 points, 15 rebounds, a career high. That one rolls in there good. 4 assists, no turnovers, 2 blocks and 2 steals against the Owls in that win.
That is a good line. It's kind of like, how about Yante Maton and the line he had for the G League for the Miami Heat's team out in Idaho.
Incredible. He had a 40-point game. Double-figure rebounds. Oh, a long three straight away by the 7'2" Reed.
All right, hey, if he's going to shoot those.
It's his 4th of the year.
If he's going to be shooting and hitting those, we're in the wrong league.
He's 4 of 7 on the three-point shot for the big man. It's 7-3. Tigers lead the Dogs. Georgia answers with Rayshawn Hammonds inside the arc, a 2 just right of the circle. That's his first points of the contest. And it's 7-5. Dogs trail by 2. Tigers have the ball. Combs into the corner to Patterson. 3 ball rattles out, no good. Rebound tipped up, controlled by the Dogs. Hammonds outlet long into the front court to Tishon Hightower. His 3 is way off target. Hit the opposite side of the backboard over the rim. Rebound to the Texas Southern Tigers, and Patterson does the same thing with the 3 on this end. Hit the upper left quadrant of the backboard. Wow. There's a steal by the Tigers on a pass by Georgia. A lazy pass by Hammonds to Turtle got tipped, and now Georgia steals it back. Hightower down the lane, kicks it left to Ogbede. No showtime, a lay-in. They went for the high percentage shot. Derrick gets the basket on a lay-in, and the assist from Tishon Hightower.
I think he went for the more difficult.
You might be right. Yeah, I think the dunk is a higher percentage shot than the layup. 7-7 ball game. Tigers work it outside the arc. Devakio Butler, 6'5". He's a transfer from Colorado State. Now they go into the corner to Combs, and he pockets a 3 from the left corner. Jeremy Combs, second 3 of the half for Texas Southern. That's only his 3rd of the year. So their 2 threes are coming from guys who don't traditionally shoot a lot of threes. 10-7. And now Claxton hits a long 2 straight away. Big Clax, just take a couple of inches back farther above that line and get that 3 ball.
That's right, give you an extra point.
10-9. Tigers by a point on the baseline. Butler in trouble. Jump pass out to a teammate on the left wing. They keep the possession alive. 12 to shoot. Reed, top of the key. Ogbede now guards him. Derrick looks small compared to that guy. At least in size, not necessarily width. Long 3 by Patterson, no good. Followed his own shot. Missed the running one-handed floater. Rebound to Claxton. Long diagonal pass into the front court to Hightower. Floater to the rim, won't go.
Rebound, Ogbede. His putback is no good. There's Hammonds to clean it up for Georgia and score. Rayshon got the second miss and put it back up and in.
Well, thank goodness we had a line of them coming at that side of the board. Huh?
All right, you take a turn. Next. All right, 11-10. Dogs by a point. Tigers attack down the lane. And a reach-around foul going to be called on Rayshon Hammonds. That's his second. He made it to the first timeout, but he's probably going to come out of the game now with 2 fouls. 14:29 to go. First half, Georgia 11, Texas Southern 10 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dedication, attention to detail, and going above and beyond. Your Bulldogs count on these qualities to get their game plan right. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans also counts on them to get your mortgage right. Because when it comes to buying a home, the right way should be the only way. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030, based on Quicken Loans data and comparison of public data records.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Defense to protect the rim on the road. It's the job of the 2019 Nissan Rogue to help protect you with its available advanced safety technologies. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. 11-10 is our score. Georgia leads Texas Southern by 1. 5 points for Jeremy Combs, 5 points for Trayvon Reed. They're two big men, one of them 7 feet 2 inches tall. Georgia's leading scorer thus far, Rayshon Hammonds, with 4, but likely going to check out of the ball game after picking up his second foul moments ago.
You know, Combs, you look at Combs and he's got that hairdo.
He needs a comb.
Like that movie Fletch, you know, where he said, well, I'm 6'2", but I play with my pro, I'm 7'1", or whatever.
Sure.
That Combs has got that hairdo, and boy, it reaches up there.
Yeah, he's got the reverse Bob Marley going. Texas Southern inbounds under the basket. Layup attempt won't go, and rebound knocked out of bounds, says Brian Shea. It'll be Georgia basketball. Pat Adams, Brian Shea, Hunter Allen are officials. Georgia has Ty Fagan and Tyree Crump into the ball game, along with Jordan Harris and JoJo Toppin. Toppin wearing a brace on his right knee. He's in the corner.
Yeah, we haven't seen that this year. I mean, the guy's got a lot of athletic ability.
Crump with bright red socks. 3-ball good. Must be magical socks.
I was going to say, keep those socks.
Yes. That 3-pointer by Crump brought to you by Scana Energy. 3-ball by Texas Southern is no good, but the big guy gets a tip in on the opposite side of the iron. Reed's got 7 now. It's 14-12. Dogs attack in the front court. Here's Fagan inside the arc, turns and goes to Toppin in the left corner. JoJo dribbles to his right, back to Harris. Pump fake, puts it on the floor with a right hand, goes to Fagan in the right corner. 3-ball, too hard. On the far side of the iron, the shot is no good. The rebound goes to Reed for Texas Southern. Patterson pushes it up into the front court now for the Tigers. A screen. Patterson kicks the ball right to Derek Bruce for a catch-and-shoot 3, and it's good from the right wing. It's 15-14. Texas Southern leading the Dogs. Derek Bruce with his first points, a 6'3" junior college transfer from California. Dogs in the corner. Harris for 3. Rips it good. Deep in the right corner on the baseline. Jordan Harris with another Scana Energy 3-pointer. Jordan has given the Dogs some good minutes in the last 2 games. Long 3-pointer by The Tigers is no good. Ogbede gets the rebound. 1 and out for Texas Southern. Crump's got it now into the front court. Fires a pass to Fagan. He fakes the dish on the drive and takes it all the way to the basket all by himself. The defense bit on the fake, Chuck, and Fagan had a clear lane to the bucket.
They bit badly, and the best thing, he laid it high off the glass because they had the big 7'2" guy coming to stretch out for it.
19-15, Dogs by 4. Rainbow 3 from the left side off the front of the rim. Rebound touched by Toppin over to Crump for the Dogs. Georgia's got it in the front court. JoJo with a head fake and a drive and a dish to his left. Here's Ogbede against the big guy. Reverse lay-in, hits the bottom of the backboard. Toppin gets the rebound. Putback won't go. Fight for the loose ball in the corner. Texas Southern's going to retrieve it. Throw it up in the wing. We try to go for the steal in the backcourt. Texas Southern's got numbers for the moment. Patterson slows it down, however. Ogbede guarding tightly. Passes it up the wing to Big Reed. Now it's Patterson, the LSU transfer, works against our freshman JoJo Toppin. Into the corner with 12 seconds on the shot clock. It's 19-15. Dogs lead the Tigers. Patterson at 6'1", floater down the lane, left it short, front of the iron. Harris gets the rebound. Long pass into the front court to Crump. He's going to attack. Layup good. Tyree Crump took it in against Devakio Butler and a timeout.
And that number 2, Jordan Harris, he's the one that keyed that. Great rebound, got the pass up ahead, playing with a lot of confidence.
Dogs 21-15. As Texas Southern calls a time, we will too. 11:39 to go in half number 1. It's Georgia up by 6 over the Tigers on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
My mom has a permanently stuck in the 80s thing. We're talking teased up feathered hair, acid wash denim jacket, and shoulder pads. So many shoulder pads. But I just got a new phone from AT&T, and check this out. I got a second phone to gift my mom. So now she can finally ditch her old one for a phone that can actually stream all the 80s shows she loves.
Come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone on us. AT&T, more for your thing. That's our thing. See store for details.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, growing up in a coffee family is no different than growing up in any other family, except that we all kind of share one affinity, and that's for a great tasting cup of coffee.
Matt Siraj, 4th generation owner, Community Coffee.
I believe people can taste the difference family makes. It's a fullness in the mouth. It's a flavor impression that follows all the way through till 30 seconds after that sip of coffee. It's that rich, smooth flavor that you find in Community Coffee.
Our family story continues at communitycoffee.com.
At AutoZone, we're all about getting you the products you need so you can rely on your ride to perform, especially in the coldest conditions. If you want a battery you can rely on no matter the elements, go with Duralast. They're specially made to help your vehicle power through even the coldest weather. Duralast, proven tough, and available only at AutoZone. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
$11:39 to go, half number 1. Georgia leading Texas Southern 21-15 here at Stegman Coliseum. College sports fans at Sirius XM, you get it all at the press of a button. Listen to your kind of music, commercial free, plus everything entertainment, every kind of comedy, and of course, college basketball. Coverage of every major sport, and that includes UGA hoops. So tune in to the best, Sirius XM. Dogs come out of the timeout. Amanze Ngumeze checks into the ball game for the first time. Ty Fagan, Crump, Harris, Claxton. So 2 freshmen on the floor for the Dogs.
Yeah,
Coach Tom Crean right now.
Ngumeze showing a lot of polish now as he gets more and more playing time as a true freshman.
Texas Southern with a basketball. They trail by 6. John Jones, the son of the head coach, into the ball game. Played at Nevada last year where his dad was an assistant. His 3-ball, first shot of the game is good.
There's nobody bothering him.
John Jones, you're right.
He was by himself.
Unguarded. 6-footer from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 21-18. And that is their third 3 of the half. Dogs have a couple of those thus far and lead by 3. Crump, hand off to Clax. Big Clax curls down the right edge of the lane. Pump fake on the block. Throws it back out front. Crump, catch, shoot, 3. Good! Got in there on the right edge, hit the right edge of the iron and slid in good.
What you'll know, Scott, is a pattern of when you say catch, shoot three, that's when he is so much better at the catch, shoot.
Tigers inside, blocked from behind by Claxton. Ball scurries into the corner. 3 ball there is no good. Offensive rebound, Texas Southern. They go back into the corner along the baseline. A pump fake and a lay-in is good this time from Justin Hopkins, the 6'5 sophomore forward from Huntsville, Alabama.
Well, I was bragging on Ngumezi earlier, and he didn't block his man out that time.
24-20, Dogs by 4 with the ball. Claxton along the baseline, now spins edge of the lane, throws it up, rolls over the iron, goes for the rebound, knocks it out of their hands, and they touch it last out of bounds. Claxton's hustle is a reward for the Bulldogs because they'll keep the ball. He knocked it out of their hands, and then they touched it last. And it's the Dogs' possession. New shot clock at 30, 10:07 to go first half. He put Hammonds into the ball game, but he's got 2 fouls, so he's got to be careful.
And Ty Fagan coming out.
Fagan comes out. 24-20. Georgia by 4 with the ball. Inbound front court in the far corner. Hammonds lobs it into Crump. Tigers in a man-to-man defense. Crump behind the screen will shoot the 3. No good. Missed it deep on the right side. Rebound to Texas Southern. Here come the Tigers sprinting up left into the floor. They throw it underneath to Combs. Makes the catch. Jump stop under the basket and gets a foul on Ngumezi, who bought the pump fake on the jump stop. Got Amanze in the air, and he came down on top of Combs. So Combs at the free throw line now with 2 shots coming up.
So he's a good-looking player.
Jeremy Combs, 6'7 graduate transfer from LSU, 51% at the line. He averages 11 points, 7 rebounds, almost 7 rebounds a game. He's their second leading rebounder on the team. He misses the free throw. Score remains 24-20. Dogs by 4. Crump comes out. And Ignas Sargunas, a 6'5 freshman guard from Lithuania, comes in for the Bulldogs. Combs' second free throw. Got to get his hair out of the way so he can see that rim. Knocked it down.
Sargunas and Crump must shop at the same place. He's got the Red Sox, too.
And Ignas has red shoes also, which blend right into the red Georgia socks. Claxton with a spin move right on the lane, throws it up with the left hand, good from 10 feet. Sweet move by Big Clax.
That's just not a move that you see guys 6'11 make. A little spin move like that.
26-21, Georgia by 5. Dogs go into a zone. 2-3 zone. Here's a 3-ball left side by Texas Southern. Won't go. We fight ourselves for the rebound on the miss by Kanan McClellan. Claxton gets it away from Toppin. Dogs in the front court. Amanze 3-ball is an air ball from the right wing. Rebound under the basket for Texas Southern. We were shooting early in the clock that time. Not that that's a big deal. We shoot early in the clock a lot. Coach Green wants us to shoot those 3s. But we airballed that one. McClellan drives, floater with the right hand. No good. Rebound goes to Claxton. Nicholas fires it up into the front court to Toppin. Back to Nick, top of the key 3. Good.
Wow. Well, let me tell you.
A bit of everything
on
from that guy.
All of that transit, Nicholas defended the play, bothered the shot, turned, got the rebound, got down the floor, made 1 pass, got the ball back, and hit the 3.
And the Dogs lead by 8. Combs puts it on the floor against Claxton. Threads the needle, bounce pass to the left baseline, and along the line up and under Justin Hopkins, going to be fouled under the rim. And the foul is on Ngumezi. That's his second. So Amanze and Rayshawn Hammonds each with 2 fouls for the Dogs. And they carry all the foul load. Georgia has 4 as a team. Texas Southern only 1 foul whistled against them, and that was on Devakio Butler. So it's Hopkins, a 6'5 sophomore, transfer from Samford in Birmingham. He's at the free throw line. Number 1, rolls in there good. 65% foul shooter. They're not a great free throw shooting team, only 69% this season.
Little coaching moment going on in front of you there, Scott.
That's why I can't see.
Yeah. Coach Crean.
With Amanze there and the coach and the official.
Coach Green more interested in coaching Amanze than watching a free throw. He realizes that young man's got a lot of potential.
Hopkins made them both for the Tigers to make it 29-23. Dogs inbound, bring it up the length of the floor. Claxton to Sargunas, and Nicholas will carry it into the front court. And then Sargunas hustles over to him to take the basketball. Ignas pivots, reverses to the right side. Tight man-to-man coverage. He picks up the dribble. Skip pass to Hammonds between the circles. Rayshawn, left-hand dribble. Spots up for long two. Left of the circle, hit the front of the rim. Ogbede, rebound, put back. He rolls it up and in there with a right hand.
Wow, he's not right-handed, but he got just enough oomph on it to get it over the top of the rim, didn't he?
He's worked hard on both hands. He's obviously dominant left-handed, but he's worked on that right-handed shot a lot in the offseason and trying to perfect it as we go along here in his senior year. 31-23, Dogs lead. Tigers have the ball. No-look pass inside to the 7'2", blocked by Claxton after he tried to go up, put it away. Big Clax just knocked it right out of his hands, and scrambled for the ball.
Did they call Claxton for a foul? Or
I don't know if they called a tie-up or a foul on the loose ball.
They were pointing on the floor. Look at this.
They did.
They called Claxton for a foul.
Instead of push.
Well, he dived. He didn't just reach down to tie up the ball. He jumped in there.
And we got a timeout with 7.5 minutes to go. It's Georgia 31, Texas Southern 23. Back in a moment, Bulldog Sports Network.
If you're looking for smart ways to save money, just stop by your neighborhood Kroger. Right now, it's time for the Buy 5, Save 5 event. Just choose from a great selection of participating items. And when you buy any 5, you'll save $5 instantly at checkout. Choose from select items like Kroger brand cheese, all laundry detergent, General Mills or Kellogg's cereal, and lots more. Go to Kroger.com or use the app for more info. The Buy 5, Save 5 event is on now. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Now at Kroger, you can earn 3 times the fuel points when you take home your favorite meat and seafood. Just clip your coupon from the weekly ad or download it from the app or at Kroger.com. Then head into your neighborhood Kroger and select delicious cuts of meat and seafood, and you'll earn 3 times the fuel points. So get your coupon today and be sure to hurry. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. See associate for details. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions. Member FDIC. Conditions and fees apply.
Enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW through January 2nd. Take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for details. Go Dogs.
Scott, the officials, Pat Adams, they were looking. Now they're going to go. Let's see if they go over and talk to the Georgia bench. But they were looking at video, and I believe, Nicholas, he plays with such abandon, and when he dove into that pile, I think they were looking to see if there was a flagrant.
Yeah, they called him for personal.
Yeah, and I think that's where
they checked the video monitor for anything in excess of that. And apparently they haven't come up with anything.
But listen, Nick, if you know Nick Claxton, he's not now they're going. If you know Nick Claxton, he's never going to do anything half speed. I mean, that young man plays all out all the time. That's what you love about him.
That's why he's got 8 points and 5 rebounds
and look
already.
At this now. Lots of luck to this guy trying to inbound the ball.
Tyreek Armstrong at 5'10" is going to inbound the ball against Claxton at 6'11".
Oh, man.
They throw it underneath, and we push on a play to the basket. Toppin pushes Combs. They charge down the lane, and Combs got position on the freshman Toppin. They bounce the ball into him, and they'll go to the line. Pretty good inbounds play by Texas Southern. Combs back to the free throw line again. First foul on JoJo, and the team's 6th. Tigers have only been whistled for one foul thus far. Now Brian Shea, one of the officials, coming over to the scorer's table.
I'll tell you what's pretty impressive, too, is since our timeout under the 15 mark, under 16, at 14, whatever, we haven't had a turnover.
Free throw by Jeremy Combs is up and in. Good.
And when we go 7 minutes without a turnover, it's almost like stop the presses.
Does that even happen anymore? Does that phrase still apply?
That's a good point. We don't have presses anymore.
Stop the presses?
Yeah.
Or the presses have been stopped.
Yeah,
that might be.
Like, interrupt the internet.
There you go. All right, Combs hits both free throws.
Somebody tweet that.
He's got 8 points now for the Tigers. It's 31-25. Georgia leads, and the Dogs have the ball. Claxton right to left into the front court. Across the top of the key. Big man still handling the ball. Finds Turtle Jackson, who's in the game. He goes down low to Ogbede. Footwork can't get him open. Tries to pass it out of trouble. It's deflected out of bounds by the Tigers. Dogs will keep the possession. 17 on the shot clock. Ignas Sargunas will inbound for Georgia right of the basket in front court. Lobs it into Turtle. Whips the ball away from the defender. Drives on the right side of the lane. Kick out Claxton. Three ball. Good!
Wow.
Clax with his second three. That's a personal best. He is. He's got 11 in the first half to go with 5 rebounds. Texas Southern turns it over. They try to shovel a 30-foot pass high down to the baseline low to Combs, and he couldn't handle the ball, lost it over the inline.
You remember Eddie Feiner and the king in his court?
Oh, yeah.
That looked like one of his pitches there. It was about 35 feet, like you said, and he had a lot of smoke on it.
And it was about 3.5 feet high all the way through until Combs at 6'7" couldn't bend down and get it.
Realized he couldn't handle it.
34-25. Georgia by 9 with the ball. Under 7 minutes to go here in half number 1. Sargunas off a curl. Didn't get the shot off. Kicks it out to Turtle. He'll fire a three. Go! No good. It rattled out. Ogbede, big one-handed rebound. Steps back into the basket and lays it up and in.
That's just nice effort. Good follow-up by Derek.
6 points for Ogbede. Makes it an 11-point Georgia lead. 36-25. Reed, top of the key. Two-pointer won't go, rattles out. The Dogs get the rebound. Fagan into the front court for the Dogs, gives it to Clax. He attacks from the left side, step back 2, left it short. Tried to go for the rebound, slipped on the floor. Texas Southern gets it. Here come the Tigers now through the lane. Top of the key, here comes the 3 ball by John Jones. That's off target. Rebound, Claxton. Go back the other way. Georgia with the ball along the baseline. Fagan jump pass out front to Sargunas for a 3. Missed it deep. He goes for the rebound. Sargunas gets it himself and layup with the left hand around the rim twice and good.
That looked like one of my putts. It just kept circling and circling. The only thing was that one went in.
Yeah, yours kicks out, right?
Always.
And see what happens when you follow your shot?
Yeah, good
Ignas
things
got
happen.
the rebound. He got his own miss
happen.
and
Yes,
scored. 38-25, Dogs by 13 now. Biggest lead of the night. 5:33 to go, first half. Jones penetrates, kicks out left side on the baseline. Short jumper won't go. Rolls over the iron for Justin Hopkins. Dogs rebound his miss. Fagan attacks, kick out left corner to Turtle. He missed the 3. He was wide open. Rebound, Trayvon Reed at 7'2". Stands and towers above everybody else, except for Claxton, of course. But he's even taller than Nicholas. Jones, bad-looking left-handed 2 just above the foul line. Missed everything except the backboard. Dogs rebound. Claxton throws it up into the front court. Out of the reach of Sargunas. And out of bounds. Dogs turned it over on the transition.
That's long. It's 9 minutes without one.
Our big guy's a little bit winded. Ogbede. Claxton's going to come out. Sargunas going to come out. Derek's going to stay in the ball game. He's going to have to find a second win. Mike Edwards checks into the ball game for the first time, and T-Shawn Hightower back in. 38-25 Georgia. 4:56 to play, half number 1. Tigers have the ball. Butler back and forth behind a screen from the big man. Spots for a 3. Won't go straight away. Rebound to Edwards for the Dogs. Mike, a senior from Westland, Michigan.
Wow.
Ogbede through the lane, lays it up from the left side. He came in from the right and scored from the left.
He says, if Nicholas can do it, I can do it.
Ogbede showing some grit and some speed, and a timeout. Johnny Jones and Texas Southern, they'll take a 30. We'll keep it right here, 4:37 to go in half number 1. Georgia's jumped up to a 15-point lead, Chuck, 40-25.
And fun to watch the way they're playing right now. You know why? Because they're having, not only are they winning, but they're having a good time. I mean, you can tell these kids are loving playing right now.
It's a 9-0 run for Georgia. to stretch it out to the largest lead of the evening, 15 points. And Georgia fans at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed, and you'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub has been getting fans into the game for over 17 years and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. At StubHub, be there. Claxton is in double figures. Nicholas could have a double-double here in the first half. He's got 11 points and 7 rebounds already.
I got to tell you, when Nicholas starts getting into one of these zones like that, it's fun to watch him, isn't it?
Right now he's on the end of the bench.
Yeah.
He's enjoying a little bit of a breather.
Well, he deserves it. But
he does.
He does so many things so well.
Dogs zone Texas Southern, 2-3 zone. Crump and Hightower out in the front of that zone. Patterson, catch, shoot, 3, missed it. Oh, he hadn't had a good-looking shot yet. All of his threes are just brick.
Clunk.
Yeah, he's building a wall. Maybe he's already got the funding. 40-25 is our score. 15-point lead for the Dogs. Fagan, top of the key. Crump go inside to Ogbede, tipped away by the 7'2" center. Then the ball was loose from Texas Southern. Crump sliding on the floor, reaching for the ball, whistled for a foul. He undercut the Tiger player trying to pick up that ball and run. So Tyree with his first foul, team 7th. That's going to put Texas Southern in the bonus when we come back. Timeout at Stegman Coliseum with 3:59 to go. Georgia 40, Tigers 25 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of the Dogs. Fueled by 26 grams of Fairlife's one-of-a-kind protein, your workout will never go to waste. Perfect for your gym bag or great for game day. Don't forget to pick up your favorite Core Power to recover better. Want to win the ultimate college football experience? Go to winwithcorepower.com to enter Core Power sweepstakes. You could win a trip for 2 to a Division I college football game during rivalry weekend. Go Dogs!
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. Official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Well, let's recap the first half, brought to you by Regions Bank, official bank of the SEC. It was tight for a little while. Now Georgia on a bit of a run, 9 straight points for the Dogs to stretch it out to a 15-point lead. And Chuck, Texas Southern just 8 of 31 from the field, 26%. They're having trouble when Georgia jumped into that zone defense.
Well, and that's just been recently, but their shooting woes had started even before that. The percentage they're shooting right now, what is it, 8 for 31, you said? Yeah, I mean, that's blindfold stuff. I mean, that's, I can blindfold you and put you in the gym, and you're going to hit 8 out of 31.
Man. Derek Bruce at the free throw line. I don't know about that. Derek Bruce at the free throw line hits his first free throw. Bruce, a 6'3 senior. He's a guard from Moreno Valley, California. Hits them both. Another transfer on this roster. He's a junior college transfer. Had 12 points in their loss to Arizona State on Saturday out in Phoenix, or the Phoenix area anyway. 40-27. Dogs by 13. We've got the ball. Fagan, left wing. Top of the key. It goes to Ogbede. Look at Derek.
Look at that!
Oh, right down the lane. And a layup. He drove from the top of the key, right down the lane, and laid it up from the left side.
Changed hands. He did everything. I mean, that... it's like we need to move him to the backcourt. My goodness.
I think everybody on our roster is a guard these days. 42-27, Dogs by 15. Tigers through the lane, kick out back above the arc. Work from the left side, now shot fake, dribble inside, and a high floater by Bruce down the lane from 8 feet, good. He's got 7, and it's 42-29. Crump with the ball for Georgia, front court, goes to Ogbede, look out. He'll dribble drive him to the basket. They throw it back out front from the baseline to Hightower. Texas Southern goes for the steal and gets called for the foul instead. Only their second foul of the half.
That's amazing.
With 3:02 to go.
They're being hammered by 13 points, and that's only their second foul.
Big Derrick comes out. Big Clax back in. So it's Claxton and Edwards, Crump, Hightower, and Fagan on the floor for the Dogs. Less than 3 minutes to play in the half. Georgia 42, Texas Southern 29. Claxton drives off the right wing to the foul line. Sends it to Edwards. Reverse pivot on the block, nowhere to go with it. Throws it back out front to Fagan with 4 to shoot. Ty, crossover dribble. Kick it to Claxton. Baseline jumper, left side, rattles out, no good. Fagan gets the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh! That young man's a competitor. He gets a rebound on the right side, goes underneath and lays it up on the left. That was beautiful.
44-29. Dogs by 15 again. 2:25 to go. Georgia hustling here in the first half all over the floor tonight. Texas Southern being smothered. They send it inside, work against Edwards, the big guy. Shoots, missed it off the square from the left block, but a foul is called on Mike. It'll be his first, team's 8th. 2 shots are coming anyway. The big guy, Trayvon Reed, 7 feet 2 inches tall, 240 pounds, transfer from Auburn. He's from Mobile, Alabama. He's got 3 double-doubles this season against 3 pretty good teams. Baylor, #1 Gonzaga, and Iowa State. They played all those teams on the road thus far as Reed knocks down the foul shot.
And Baylor on the road. I give them credit, boy. They're not afraid, are they?
No, they rack up some miles and some checks. Second free throw, Reed short. Rebound, Claxton. Nicholas has 8 rebounds and 11 points here in the first half. 44-30, Dogs by 14 with the ball. Fagan with the ball to Hightower, leaves his man, shoots the 3. Good! His man overran the play, and Hightower was left all alone for a set shot 3, and he knocked it down.
Nicely waited for him to go by, didn't he?
3 ball by the Tigers is a quick answer by Kanan McClellan, a 6'5 redshirt sophomore guard from Houston. 47-33, he answers quickly. His first basket of the night. Dogs with 95 seconds to go in the half. Fagan holds it high, pulls it away from his defender. Tigers in a man-to-man. Crump's got it now after a handoff from Tishon. On the wing, back to Hightower, 8 to shoot. Hightower between the circles, partial screen from Edwards, drives left. Claxton on the baseline to Hightower. He's clobbered as he hoists up a long 2-pointer on the left side. No, he was a 3-point shot. Yeah, he got fouled by McClellan. That's going to be 3 free throws for Tishon Hightower. The foul on McClellan, his first, team's 3rd. And Hightower with a chance to improve his numbers at the foul line. They're not real good, 55%. 10 of 18 this season. Come on, T. Free throw number 1, good.
There you go.
Boy, barely moved the net, if at all. Perfect shot right there. 2 more foul shots for Hightower with the clock stopped at 1:17 remaining. Same thing. Exact same thing. Made the second one. And again, the net barely even sways in the wind.
Looked like Groundhog Day.
Well, let's do it one more time. For a 17-point lead to get to the half-century mark here in the first half. Hightower free throw in the air, rattled it in there good. He made all 3. That's the way to do it. 50-33 Georgia. Dogs with the biggest lead of the half at 17 points. Tigers with the ball. Bruce on the wing. Top of the key, they go to McClellan. Working around with Patterson, McClellan, and Bruce. 3 guards out front. Minute to play in the half. Dogs have gone back to man-to-man. 9 seconds to shoot. Derek Bruce, top of the key, works against Clax, crossover dribble, runs into a defender, throws it across the lane, layup under the basket is good from Justin Hopkins.
And just in the nick of time, too.
Shot clock was winding down, got the, they did thread the needle in there. Get the pass to Hopkins down the lane. Dogs work with Fagan. Oh, and a bounce pass to Crump, charging in from the right wing, takes the feed, and layup good.
Crump gave it to him, cut to the basket, he gave it right back to him.
52-35, Georgia. 21 seconds to go. Shot clock and game clock about a half second apart. Jalen Patterson, the LSU transfer, backs it up. Not guarded tightly right now. 11, 10, 9, 8 to go in the half. Screen, moves to his left, 5 to shoot. They attack from the right side, pull up 2 with a left hand, won't go from McClellan. And the offensive rebound goes to Texas Southern. Their putback is short off the iron, and that's the way the half ends.
Wow.
Fine first half by the Bulldogs, 52-35.
Yeah, they look good, Scott. I mean, it looked like 6 days of rest and practice, really paid off for them. They came out and they did. We were asking them to improve on their ball handling and turnovers, and they certainly did that.
Texas Southern might be a little road weary from their Saturday trip from Arizona here to Athens, Georgia. They trail at intermission. It's Georgia 52 and Texas Southern 35. Our halftime report is presented by Georgia Power. Georgia Power brings the energy for every game day to your community too. Visit georgiapower.com/sports to learn more. Cabell Philpotts in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He is next as the Georgia Power halftime report rolls along here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset in the history of forever.
Nice, Mike.
Yeah, and some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike. Enjoy yourself.
Yes! Woo! Thank you!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm. Talk to an agent today.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Welcome to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Georgia Power, proud to power the Georgia Bulldogs. Live from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, here's your host, Cabell Philpott.
A real nice half for the Georgia Bulldogs. They lead Texas Southern 52-35. The halftime score at Stegman Coliseum. Dogs getting up and down the floor. The big fellas handling the rock. It's going Georgia's way in the first half. Undefeated at home so far this season. The Georgia Bulldogs at 3-0, trying to improve to 4-0 halftime score. Georgia 52, Texas Southern 52-35. Well, just one other SEC team in action this evening on the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Nissan SEC Scoreboard, brought to you by Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway. Well, the Texas A&M Aggies have been in the driveway for most of the season, just 2-4 on the year so far. They're home at Reed Green Coliseum against Northwestern State for an 8 o'clock tip tonight. The good news for the Aggies is both of the wins they have this season are at home. They went on a 4-game road losing streak in between their 2-4 record so far this season. Again, tonight, Texas A&M at home against Northwestern State, an 8 o'clock tip from Reed Arena in College Station, Texas. Nissan, again, the SEC Scoreboard, brought to you by Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway. When we return to the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, the Georgia Power Halftime Report, we'll check in on the top 25, a big game inside the Big Ten. Top 25 matchup. We'll tell you all about it coming up next as Georgia leads Texas Southern at the half, 52-35. Back after this, the Bulldog Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
For the past 100 years, generations of men have trusted Barbasol shaving cream to deliver a close, comfortable shave. Barbasol continues this legacy with the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus razor. With 6 ultra-thin, open-flow blades and a crafted metal handle, Barbasol is proud to offer a razor that lives up to the exceptional quality and honest value that you've come to expect. Get yours today, in stores or online at Barbasol.com.
Barbasol. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
No one comes to the Southeastern Conference looking for less. This is where you gladly step up, sign up, and raise your hand for a heaping helping of more. More ways to challenge and push yourself, more people from more countries to meet and learn from, more opportunities to impact your community, both locally and globally. Oh, we celebrate championships like no other. But that's nowhere close to the whole story. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Georgia Power Halftime Report. The Dogs up on Texas Southern 52-35 at the break. It's been all Georgia in the first half as we open up the Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard. 18th ranked Iowa on the road at number 10 Michigan State. It was early. It was close early, but the Spartans starting to pull away 54-36. Spartans on an 11-3 run to start the second half. Early in the second half, again, Michigan State leads Iowa 54-36. Halftime in Charlottesville, 4th-ranked Virginia leading Morgan State 47-23. A little bit later on tonight, an 8 o'clock tip in Tallahassee. 11th-ranked Florida State hosting Troy, also at 8. 12th-ranked Wisconsin battling Rutgers in a Big Ten matchup at the Kohl Center. Halftime score, Georgia 52, Texas Southern 35. This Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard served up by Buffalo Wild Wings, the proud hangout for Georgia athletics, wings, beer, sports. When we return, we'll send it back down to Stegman Coliseum. Scott Howard, Chuck Dowdle, first half stats, second half call, all coming your way next on the Georgia Bulldog Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
My mom has a permanently stuck in the 80s thing. We're talking teased up feathered hair, acid wash denim jacket, and shoulder pads. So many shoulder pads. But I just got a new phone from AT&T, and check this out. I got a second phone to gift my mom. So now she can finally ditch her old one for a phone that can actually stream all the 80s shows she loves.
Come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone on us. AT&T, more for your thing. That's our thing. See store for details.
We are at halftime here at Stegman Coliseum in Athens as Georgia leads Texas Southern at intermission 52-35. It's time for the Northside Impact, sponsored by Northside Hospital Atlanta. We diagnose and treat more new cancer cases than any other hospital in Georgia, providing care at 48 cancer centers. You can learn more at builtttobeatcancer.com. Scott Howard, Chuck Donald, Tony Schiavone back here courtside. Cabell Philpott in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Let's take a look at the first half stats. And Georgia's looking good in most of the numbers. The Dogs shot 57%. That's a real good number. 21 of 37 from the floor. They hit 6 of their 14 three-point shots, 4 of 5 from the foul line. They had 9 assists on their 21 baskets, only 5 turnovers. That's a manageable number. 2 blocks and a steal.
That's a great number for the Dogs. That's a really good number. And that's why we got 52 points on the board.
For Texas Southern, they were 31% in the first half, 11 of 35. Hit 5 of 16 threes, 8 of 11 from the foul line. They had 7 assists on 11 baskets, 3 turnovers, no blocks, 3 steals. Georgia with a large edge on the glass by 12, 27-15, out-rebounding the Tigers. Leading scorers, we had 3 guys in double figures, Chuck,
yes,
in the first half. Nicholas Claxton, 11 points, 8 rebounds. Derek Ogbede, 10 points, 6 rebounds. Tyree Crump off the bench with 10 points.
And Tashawn Hightower was right there with 8. And, we were just mentioning, in our keys to the game that we had no guard on this team averaging over 8 points a game. I mean, we don't have anybody averaging 9 playing in the backcourt. And, so that's a great start. Tashawn Hightower with 8 points here in the first half.
Almost half our points in the paint, outscoring Texas Southern 24-12 inside. Bench points 19-14 in favor of Georgia, and the Dogs lead it 52-35. The second half is on the way. It's the Dogs and the Tigers. 20 minutes to go here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Getting ready for half number 2. Before we do that, let's take care of some business. Pause for station identification on the Bulldog Sports Network. Georgia leads by 17 at intermission. That's the largest lead of the game. And the Dogs will have the ball to start the second half. Pat Adams instructing Tyshawn Hightower where he needs to stand to inbound the ball at half court. He looks to throw it into the back to Turtle. They're guarding him tight with Jalen Patterson, and Patterson bats the pass away from Turtle on the inbounds, and out of bounds it goes. We'll have to do it again. Throw it in the back court to Turtle Jackson. He's guarded in a man-to-man by the graduate transfer from LSU, Patterson. Go to Claxton. He fumbled it. Jackson picked it up. Then Ogbady has it. He fumbles it. Jackson picks it up again and then finds Hammonds 40 feet away under the basket. Gets him the ball, and Rayshon scores on a lay-in.
The Tigers thought they were going to come away with that turnover, and they were headed down the floor. There was nobody back.
They should have had it twice.
Yeah.
And Turtle got to the ball both times. And then got an assist on the basket by Hammonds.
Good for Turtle.
54-35. Georgia leads.
Turtle was the quicker, the faster Turtle.
Yes, he was. Ball tipped by Georgia on a lob entry pass down low to Combs, but we foul.
Well, I tell you what, Nicholas almost had a clean. You know what Coach Crean talks about, those deflections. And he deflected that pass and then tried to pull it down, but in doing so, he knocked the kid right over on his, what do you call that?
His keister?
With the wallet area.
His hiney. Claxton, 68 deflections coming into this ball game tonight. Was that a 3?
That was a 3.
3 ball by Derek Bruce straight away.
No, I'm sorry, they gave him 2.
Okay.
They gave him 2.
That's even better. We'll take that. One less point to deal with. Less math. I'm good with that. 54-37. Georgia leads, and the Dogs have the ball. Hammonds. Oh, nifty pass to Turtle. And tried to wrap around, reverse pass to Ogbede. Deflects off a foot. Georgia Texas Southern had the ball, and then they turn it over at half court. It rolls into the backcourt, and Georgia picks it up, and we'll get it right back.
Yeah, back-to-back turnovers.
Claxton with the ball, going to pull up right of the lane for about a 12-foot 2 that's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Texas Southern. Patterson pushes it up the floor, sends it into the left corner. One of their guards out of the corner, Butler, finds Combs underneath, open, and he'll lay it up and in. Jeremy Combs is in double figures with 10, and it's 54-39. Dogs by 15 with the ball. Hightower from the left wing, across the top of the key, hands it off to Hammonds. Hammonds trying to shoo the defender away with his hands, throws it away, trying to go to Turtle, will turn it over. Tigers with the ball. Reed drops it down, and they almost turn it over. Patterson fumbled the pass right back to him. Combs has got it now. Left-hand dribble. Try to wrap around across the lane, and stolen by Claxton. Up ahead to Hightower. Hightower to Big Clax. He drives. The runner rolls off the iron left. There's a foul on the play. Clax slaps the basket support. He tells Hightower, he said, throw it up high. I'll go up and dunk it.
Well, that is what you should do. You got a 6'11" guy that can run and jump like Nicholas Claxton. Don't give it to him, at his chest. Give it to him way in the air. Let him go ahead and slam it.
Because I guarantee you Nick would rather have slammed it than have to go to the foul line. But that's where he is right now. The foul was on Bruce for Texas Southern. That's his first. Free throw, Claxton up and in, good.
There you go, Nick. Show Scott.
Nicholas with – I didn't mean anything by that. I'm just saying, hey, I'm sure he'd rather dunk it than shoot free throws, right?
Wouldn't we all?
Well, I wouldn't know. I can't even get to the rim. That one rolls all over the iron and falls through good. Baker's dozen for Nicholas Claxton to go with 8 rebounds as he closes in on his 4th double-double this season. 56-39 Georgia. 17-point Bulldog lead. 17 and a half minutes to go.
Wow.
3 ball by Bruce is good from the right wing, deep on the right side.
It was almost over in the stands.
Well, he made sure he got credit for the 3 that time. The last time it was close and they gave him a 2 because that's what it was. This time well beyond the arc for the 3. Dogs with the ball. Ogbede travels at the foul line trying to get his footwork right as he was spinning down the left edge of the lane to the basket. He's called for traveling, and the Dogs turn it over. It's a 14-point Georgia lead. Got to pick it up. Dogs have led by
17.
as much as 19 in this half. Yeah, we pushed it out early in this half, but Texas Southern picking away. They've hit a couple of threes here to get it down to 14. Tigers with the ball in the backcourt. They set a screen to get Jackson off the ball handler. That's Jalen Patterson, the transfer from LSU. Now Bruce, who's had the hot hand, a couple of jump shots to trim the lead down a little bit for Georgia. Here's Bruce, dribbles against Turtle Jackson, 10 to shoot on the clock. They feed it into Big Reed, 7'2", into the lane. Layup attempt blocked by Claxton and touched out of bounds by Texas Southern on the inline. It's the Dogs' ball.
Yeah, he blocked it. He blocked it right into Bruce, who was standing out of bounds.
Big Clax with another deflection and a block shot. And he waits to inbound the basketball. Tyree Crump will come in for Turtle Jackson.
I believe Jordan Harris is in the game too, is he not? Yes.
He is. I didn't see him go to the scorer's table, but he's in the right corner, yes, in the front court. 56-42. Georgia by 14 with the ball. Here's Crump with those brand new, beautiful mid-calf red socks. Hammonds for 3, left side. All net good. Rayshawn with his first 3-pointer of the ball game. He's got 9, and the Dogs lead it by 17, 59-42. 16-16 to play in half number 1. Tigers try to throw it inside, throw it away. Johnny Jones going to argue the call. Official on the baseline, Hunter Allen, says it was tipped out by Texas Southern. Johnny Jones, 5 years at LSU, spent last season as an assistant at Nevada. Took the job there in Houston at Texas Southern in late June. He's got his team on the road. They're in trouble here tonight. Hammonds dips through the defense, lays it up with the left hand, rolls over the iron, no good. And a foul on the play on the big man, Trayvon Reed at 7'2". He's called for a pushing foul, and that'll get us into a timeout.
Hammonds should have been rewarded for that.
Jones is all the way out at half court to argue with the officials. Johnny Jones way out of the coach's box. All right, timeout. 59-42 is our score. Dogs lead by 17, breaking the action. We're back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
We are the Georgia Bulldogs. Day in and day out, we push ourselves to the limit, always going the extra mile to be the best we could possibly be. With a work ethic that never quits and a spirit that never wavers.
At Ford, it's this kind of commitment that makes F-Series America's best-selling truck. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA football, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Between the hedges and beyond, Scana Energy is a winning play. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
Fans, your Georgia Bulldogs go above and beyond every single game, and Rocket Mortgage goes above and beyond to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics.
Scott, I was talking earlier about Yante Maton and what a night he had last night for the Miami Heat's G League team out in Idaho. The Idaho, forgot the Skyforce. Yeah, and they beat Stockton Kings 113-108. Yante with 42 points. He had 14 rebounds and 5 blocks, and he was 15 for 21 on field goals. And we've seen that a few times.
Yeah, not the 40 points, but the other stuff. Yeah, you're right. He had a lot of 30-point games. I know that. We got a hold on Texas Southern as Georgia was trying to inbound the basketball. The hold on Jeremy Combs. His first, team's third foul of the half. Hammonds will inbound, or try to again. Same spot on the floor, right of the basket on the baseline. Looking, whips it into Ogbede in the paint, puts it up with the left hand. No good. Follow Hammonds, a dunk.
But they may have waved that off. Let's see.
Pushing foul on Texas Southern is on Trayvon Reed. And yeah, it came after the dunk, or came before the dunk, excuse me. So they whistled it before Hammond's follow. So it's going to put Ogbede on the foul line. Trayvon Reed with his second. Team's fourth. And Big Derek, who was 0 for 4 at the line against Kennesaw State, cleans it up with his first free throw of the night. He's got 11 points. 11 points, 6 boards for Derek Ogbede, and Claxton with 13 points and 8 rebounds. So our two big men doing a nice job. Second free throw is no good, and we got a foul on Claxton on the rebound on the missed free throw. That's not a good spot to pick up your third foul, and that's what Nicholas has done. 60-42, Georgia by 18. 15:52 on the clock. And the clock is moving here in half number 2. Here's a three from the right wing by the Tigers. No good. They get an offensive rebound
off
inside.
The floor.
Throw it back out front, and Bruce cleans it up with another three-pointer.
When they're picking up offensive rebounds off the floor, that's you don't want to ever see that.
That was Butler. Devakio Butler, who got the rebound for Texas Southern, then kicked it out to Derek Bruce for the three. Jumper by Georgia is off the mark. Rebound, Tigers. Texas Southern in all maroon into the front court left. They trail by 15, 60-45. They've got the ball. Bruce, a 6'3 guard, crossover dribble, goes by Claxton to the basket. Layup good from the right side. Bruce, a good-looking player, has got 17 points in the ball game. Ball knocked out of bounds as Georgia tried to push it up into the front court. Out on Texas Southern. Hit him in the leg is what one of the officials is saying, Hunter Allen. No, they're saying Ogbede had a wrap that came unfurled and is hanging out his pants leg. So he's trying to fix the wrap. And he's got the trainer out there with him.
That's a two-man operation. Wow, that looks like a joke you play on somebody.
That's all tangled up in there. Now he's got a wedgie or something. I'm not sure what's going on.
Look at this. Now they're pulling it out.
It's like a Halloween. Now they're going to have to take him out of the game. He's got like a leash on.
That's what
they had to take him out of the game because it was taking too long. So we get Mike Edwards into the ball game. He had some sort of a medical athletic wrap up around his waist or his upper thigh, and it came untangled or it came unwrapped and was. Anyway, they had to take him out of the game. Georgia with the ball with 15 on the clock. Jordan Harris has the dribble.
Lost it.
Knocked away, and then two Tigers go to the floor to get the loose ball, and Dogs turn it over again. It's a 13-point lead now for Georgia, 60-47. We had it up to as much as 19 in the early seconds of this half. Long, deep three, left wing, no good. Harris goes high for a two-handed rebound. They fouled him on the rebound. Don't call it. Georgia will shoot a three on the left end for Crump. That's no good. Reed, the 7'2" center, knocks the rebound away. Texas Southern off and running. Miss a running layup.
How do you miss that?
And the ball touched out of bounds on the rebound. No, there's a foul on the play, too. Well, Texas Southern touched it out, and they fouled.
And they missed the layup.
Jalen Patterson called for the foul.
The kid missed a layup. I mean, just a regular, like your warm-up layup.
That was Bruce that missed it. He's hit threes from 25 feet, but he missed one at point-blank range that time. Dogs by 13. We've got the ball. Hammonds puts it on the floor with the right hand. Drives, pulls up right side. Bank shot high off the glass. No good. Rebound. Fagan underneath. Kick out to Jordan Harris. He misses the three. No, he banked it in.
No, yeah.
Oh, he banked it in off the square.
He did that on purpose. Now, he didn't call it, but he was aiming for that.
I hope so. Because it was right in front of our sight line, and I was like, no, that's nowhere near the basket. He hit off the square and went inside.
He aimed it there.
And that bank shot three was a Scana three-point basket from Jordan Harris.
That's not something we would normally, like if you kids were here watching that, we would not recommend that as a matter of course to do it that way. But boy, it worked perfectly for him.
Timeout here with 13:43 to go in the game. Georgia 63, Texas Southern 47. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
There's a common misconception that all chicken sandwiches from the South are the same. Cue Zaxby's new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other, a perfected classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is a proud sponsor of Santa Fantastical Immersive Worlds, the interactive wonderland. Order tickets at santafantastical.com and visit Zaxby's to get a coupon for a free photo with Santa.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Whoa, an entire short list of unicorns.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. For every 3-point shot made by the Bulldogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. And right now, leading 63-47, the Dogs are 8 of 17 on 3-point shots. So 8 of them tonight.
Yeah, that's 47%. Yeah, that's outstanding.
Texas Southern, Georgia running with the ball. They get it into Harris running down the lane. Harris charging towards the basket, draws the foul.
Jordan Harris is apologizing. That pass was intended for Mike Edwards, and Jordan Harris picked it off. and kept going to the basket and got fouled. He looked at Mike Edwards and said, my bad. Mike's like, hey, pal.
Make the free throws and we're all good. Well, he missed the first one.
Mike's the first one to step over and shake his hand, though. Give him a little pat on the back there. You got this one.
Jordan Harris has his first back-to-back double-digit scoring games in his Georgia career. He makes 1 out of 2. He had double digits against both Georgia Southern in the final game down in the Cayman Islands, and then he came back with 10 points off the bench against Kennesaw State last week. And tonight he's got 7 off the bench. 64-47, Georgia. 3 ball by Butler is no good from the left wing for Texas Southern. Rebound to the Dogs. Hammonds pulled it down. Pass to the wing, almost stolen by Patterson. Fumbled and bobbled, picked up by Harris. He goes inside. Ball's batted away high over on the left side. Fagan tries to save it on the sideline, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be Texas Southern's ball.
What was kind of ironic about it was when Jordan went in the air, he tried to feed the ball over to Mike Edwards. I mean, he really did.
He feels bad about that, doesn't he?
He tried to give it to Mike.
We're going to have to move on from that. Dogs by 17. Tigers have the basketball. Johnny Jones has taken the suit jacket off now. Getting worked up in his shirt and tie. Shot blocked from behind by Georgia on Texas Southern's short jumper left of the lane. The ball went down under the basket, and they tried to put it up again, and a foul is whistled on the Dogs. That's going to be on Rayshon. Hammonds picks up his 3rd. That's the team's 3rd. And it sends Jeremy Combs to the free throw line with a clock stopped at 12:45 to go in the game. Combs, a graduate transfer from LSU. A couple of former LSU guys on this roster for the former LSU head coach, Johnny Jones. Combs tried a little body English to lean it up in there. Didn't help. Hit off the front rim. No good. Combs with 10. Second leading scorer in the game for Texas Southern. Derek Bruce, their guard, has 17 tonight. He's the high scorer for the guys in maroon. But Georgia's up by 17 points. Combs, right-handed shooter. Free throw, no good. He missed them both. And the rebound goes to Jordan Harris for the Dogs. Crump's got it now, high on the left wing. Got a screen from Ogbede. He was moving. No whistle. Claxton has it now. Off the wing, through the lane. Feeds it to Fagan. Inside out to Crump for a 3. Good! Tyree for 3. Brought to you by Scana Energy, that 3-point basket. 3rd 3 of the game for Tyree Crump. He's got 13 points in the ball game. Georgia leads by 20, its largest lead of the contest.
Those catch shoots, he is so good with them.
It's the magical red socks. We're going to see those for a while.
I may try to find me some. That'd be good.
Patterson misses a 3. Boy, Jalen Patterson having a tough night tonight. He's 0 for 10. 0 for 10, folks. And this guy's a good guard. Ogbede along the baseline, tried to kick it into the corner to Fagan. It's picked off by Patterson. A steal by Texas Southern. The Eagles have the ball. They palm it on the wing. They carried the basketball on the drive inside. That was Devakio Butler.
You know what was funny there was like everybody on that side of the floor, including that whole first row, immediately went, whoa!
And he did it right in front of the official. All right, timeout with 11:47 to go. So 20-point Georgia lead, 67-47 over Texas Southern here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hey, college hoops fans! Now that the action is heating up this season, Cheez-It and Pringles want to remind you that being hungry for a win is good. Being just hungry, not so much. So stock up on Pringles and Cheez-It before the game, because the best way to keep the team spirit high in your home is to keep the snack bowls full with Pringles and Cheez-It.
Dogs lead the Tigers of Texas Southern out of the SWAC by 20 points, 67-47. They're getting swacked right now. Georgia fans at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years. StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs.
And in case you missed the Scott's wonderful open to this game, this team that Georgia's thumping right now, look, they've struggled some, but they've got wins over Oregon at Oregon, Baylor at Baylor. They played Arizona State to within 12 out at Arizona State.
It's not their night right now. They're down 20, but still a lot of time on the clock. 3-ball by Hightower. Really got his legs into that one, but he missed it deep off the back rim, and then a high rebound is touched out of bounds over the end line by Georgia. It'll be Texas Southern basketball. T-Shawn has one three-pointer tonight. He's 1 for 3 after that miss. 67-47 Dogs. John Jones, the son of the coach, back in the ball game now at guard. He works with Kanan McClellan. McClellan, one of the non-transfers on the roster. Wow. There's an alley-oop lob to the big guy, Trayvon Reed. He catches it below the rim and dunks it over the top of it.
Yeah, well, we caught our defender looking the other way.
Reed's been held in check for the most part tonight. Just 8 points for the big guy at 7'2". Crump, catch, shoot, three. Good! Tyree with his 4th triple of the night. That's your Swifty Car Wash Express play of the game. 70-49 Georgia. Patterson with his first bucket of the night, a 3-ball from the right corner. He was unguarded for Texas Southern. Patterson, their leading scorer this season with 15 a game. He's just got his first 3 moments ago. The Dogs miss a long jumper, picked up off the floor on the rebound by Texas Southern. Now we're turning into a 3-point shooting contest as the Tigers miss one from the left wing. A rebound touched out, and the Dogs off and running. Tyree Crump down the lane, and the layup good. Tyree all the way to the rack. 72-52. Crump exploding suddenly for 18 points in the game now. Crump with a new career high. 3-ball left side. Patterson, same result as most of his other shots. Hits the side of the rim, no good. Rebound to the Dogs. Fagan, crossover dribble, head fake, and a drive. Scoop shot won't go. Followed by Ogbede, no good as well. Rebound to Patterson for Texas Southern. Outlet to half court, into the corner. Jones sets his feet, fakes the defender, moves to his right, misses the 3. Rebound tapped up, controlled by Ogbede. It's rolling. He shovels it up ahead to Fagan. Body's going for it on the floor. Crump's got it. He's fouled in the front court. Finally, stoppage of play.
Tyree doing a good job there of helping the official, throwing both arms out like, can you believe he hit me that hard?
McClellan whistled for the foul. Well, you had to accentuate it a little bit,
yeah, well,
just to get the clock stopped.
That's the way they teach these guys. You got to, help the official out. Make sure he sees.
That's right.
Hey, I'm getting fouled here.
Draw attention. That's going to put Tyree trying to catch his breath at the free throw line. He's going there for 2 shots. They subbed most of the other folks out. Ngumeze's back in. Claxton's in. Turtle Jackson's in. Hammonds. And Tyree's the only one breathing deep there on the foul lane. He's got to shoot the free throws, but he's pretty good at it. 84% so far this season for the 6'1 junior from Bainbridge. Free throw good. Crump closing in on 20 points. He's got 19. That's a career best. At 10 in the first half, he's got 9 here in this half. And a chance to make it an even 10 with this free throw.
He's had 6 in the last 2 minutes.
Crump is 4 for 6 on threes as he hits the free throw. Stays in the ball game. Turtle Jackson, Crump, Ngumeze, Hammonds, Claxton. That's our 5. And Georgia leads it by 22 points, 74-52. Guys in maroon with the ball. In the corner is Justin Hopkins at 6'5". They go up the wing now. Big Combs has got it at the elbow. Left side of the floor to Patterson. That's an air ball on the long jumper from the left side. Patterson's just having a rough night.
Yeah, that was woefully short.
He's 1 for 14, Chuck.
Well, when I say woefully short, and I mean from short range. I mean, you understand if a guy's short if he's shooting from 40 feet, but when he's shooting from 6 feet.
Patterson's going to go out of the ball game. I think Johnny Jones senses that his graduate transfer guard is out of gas tonight.
I think he saw the same thing I saw. Like, how do you shoot it short from there?
1 for 14. I'm not sure Patterson's had that kind of night in his career, either here or at LSU. Ngumeze turns it over inside. Tigers run it the other way, up front court left. They sling it out to John Jones for a spinning 2 on the baseline. He missed it off the rim. Rebound trickles out to Turtle Jackson in the left corner. Turtle speeds it into the front court, near sideline. Across court to Crump for a 3. They knock him down as he hoists up an air ball, but he's got 3 free throws coming. They fouled the shooter, Crump, on the 3-point attempt, and he'll go back to the line. The foul was on John Jones, his first. And that's the team's 8th. And 3 foul shots here for Tyree. Free throw number 1 rattles out, no good. 20 points on the night for Crump, his first career 20-point game. Second free throw, it's in the air. Right-hander knocks it down. 21 for Tyree. 7 of 9 from the floor tonight for Crump, 4 of 6 on 3-pointers. Patterson is jealous as Crump hits 2 out of 3 at the foul line to make it a 24-point Georgia lead. 76-52 Dogs, 8:35 to go in the game. Pump fake and a drive from the right corner on the baseline. Oh, Ngumeze rips down the ball, but Texas Southern gets to the loose ball. They fire it into Combs underneath the basket, and he's fouled before he can get the ball up and in. And that's on Big Clax. And that's going to be 4 on Claxton. 3 of those coming in this half. That's going to put Jeremy Combs on the foul line for 2 shots. JoJo Toppin to the scorer's table to come into the ball game. Combs, 6'7", graduate transfer from LSU. He's from Dallas, Texas, and he's shooting foul shots and missing his first attempt. He's missed 3 straight now. He made 3 of 4 in the first half, and he's gone cold here in the second half. 0 for 3 at the line here in half number 2. 76-52 Georgia. Second free throw by Combs is good as he ends his little mini skid. 76-53. Dogs with the ball, Claxton out, Toppin in. Ngumeze had to get away from him. Hammonds dives to the floor to save it. Over to Toppin, reverse lay-in by the freshman, good. Hammonds created that. Toppin got the candy on it. JoJo with his first points of the night, 78-53. Good hustle by Rayshawn Hammonds.
Yeah, diving on the floor.
And making a pass all at the same time. Tigers with the ball. They try to penetrate from the left wing. A dribble and drive. McClellan and a left-handed lay-in good, and he's fouled on the play. They'll count the basket. Boy, he saw a lane to the basket and hit it in a hurry. Kanan McClellan, the 6'5" guard, scores and will be on the line when we come back. Timeout here at Stegman with 7:53 to go. It's Georgia 78, Tigers 55 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Georgia with a 23-point lead over Texas Southern in the first meeting between the two schools. It's the Dogs 78 and Texas Southern 55 here as we get a little bit late in the second half. 7:53 to go, and you can enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW through January 2nd. Take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for details. BMW says, go Dogs. Ngumeze, Toppin, Fagan, Hammonds, and Crump out of the huddle and onto the floor. Tyree with a career-high 22 tonight for the Dogs. He's got 4 threes. That matches a career best. And it will be Texas Southern at the foul line. Kanan McClellan, 6'5", redshirt sophomore guard, left-handed shooter. Free throw, no good on the old-fashioned three. And a foul on Texas Southern on the rebound attempt on Combs. That's his second. And that's the 9th team foul, so the Dogs are going to come down on the other end for the 1-and-1. And it'll be Rayshawn Hammonds for the 1-and-1 for Georgia. Clock at 7:52. Brian Shea, the official, having to explain it to Johnny Jones, their head coach, back on the other end of the floor. Free throw by Hammonds, front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Rebound to McClellan. Into the front court left. The Tigers work. They're all in maroon. The Dogs are in white tonight. Georgia will have some downtime before their next game against Arizona State. Jumper in the circle, blocked by Hammonds. Right back to the shooter. He distributes down low to Combs, misses the put in. Reed, the big 7'2", got the rebound and then turned it over.
Well, he held it down.
He did. And that's way down there. Dogs miss a runner from the left side. Rebound tapped over to Combs for Texas Southern. Both teams missing shots right around the bucket. There's a 3 ball from the right corner by Bruce. He was hot earlier. He missed that one, but they get an offensive board. Combs, elbow into the corner. Bruce, he'll try from the other side. That's no good. Same result off the iron. Another offensive rebound. They throw it up to the rim for Combs. No, that was for Reed, and he is pushed to the floor. He's fouled on the play.
Well, right now the Dogs letting them get too many opportunities. I mean, just not doing a good job on the offensive, defensive glass.
Foul was on our freshman Ngumeze, his 3rd, team 6th. 2 free throws coming from Trayvon Reed, the transfer center from Auburn. He's had some nice moments early on this season against good competition. Not a great performance tonight by Reed, who hits the free throw. He's got 9 points in the ball game.
Yeah, you know, and he's got some skills, and obviously has the size that, you know. He's not a great jumper. You know, now at 7'2", how much does he have to? But he really isn't. And
he knocks down both free throws to get into double digits tonight. He's got 10.
With his size, if he had Nicholas Claxton's athletic skills.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He had a 14-point, 16-rebound performance in a lopsided loss at Gonzaga. I don't know how much of that came against in garbage time, if you will, but Hammonds, a turnaround jumper for 2, left side, won't go, off the iron. Rebound to Texas Southern. They're starting to get some rebounds. They run out and get it to Combs ahead of the defense. A running layup is good.
Well, what's bothersome is they're not getting some. They're getting all the rebounds right now. Both the offensive and defensive.
78-59. Neither Claxton nor Ogbede on the floor for the Dogs right now. Here's Toppin through the lane, slashes through, pump fakes on the block, puts it up, no good. Tap in, won't go. Second miss, rebound down to Combs for Texas Southern. 6:15 to play. Long pass into the left corner. Bruce with a shot fake. Now he'll put it on the floor, drive the baseline, give it to Reed inside, and the big guy will dunk it with 2 hands. dozen points now for Reed. The lead trimmed down to 17 points, and Tom Crean has seen enough. He's going to call timeout. 78-61 Georgia.
Yeah, they've played us dead even to this point in the second half.
Yeah, it was a 17-point Georgia lead at intermission, 52-35. We got up as much as 26 points just moments ago, but that lead has been cut down to 17 as Georgia calls the timeout.
Well, the Dogs right now have got to get back to playing, better, more aggressively on the glass, because, eventually you give a team a bunch of shots. Even you, me, Tony, we're going to make something.
Well, you and I will.
Yeah.
He doesn't make anything over here. He just makes trouble.
Well, he's very good at that, though. Everybody's got to be good at something.
Let's bring in Tony to tell us about his show last night in Atlanta.
It was good.
It was good. That was a very brief review. For those of you interested in more information, you can go to TonySchiavone.com.
Tony performs live all over the country now. That's good stuff.
Just remember that you heard here, it was good.
There's no bias in that review. Georgia leads 78-61. Tyree Crump leading scorer for the Dogs tonight. The junior from Bainbridge has 22 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Nicholas Claxton, I thought by now he'd have that double-double, but he's still sitting there with 13 points and 8 rebounds. Derek Ogbede, 11 points and 9 boards. And Derek is back in the ball game. Claxton has 4 fouls, so he's not back in with 6 minutes to play. We've got Hammonds, Crump, Fagan, Hightower, and Ogbede. Texas Southern in a 2-3 zone. Throw it down on the post to Ogbede, and Hammond's overhead pass is out of the reach of Big Derek, and he threw it away.
Another turnover for Georgia.
We've had a lot more in the second half than we had in the first, right?
No, a lot more. We were at, that's at least, 13.
78-61. Georgia's lead trimmed a little bit more now as the 3 ball by John Jones in front of the basket, top of the key is good. Jones with his second 3 of the ball game, and it's a 14-point Georgia lead now, 78-64, 5:24 to go. Ogbede works inside, his shot blocked on a spin move. Reed got a piece of it. Texas Southern with the ball. Bullet pass to half court to McClellan. Floater from the right hand is good on the left side of the iron. And look at that, it's a 12-point. We were up 25, now the lead is 12. Claxton's going to get off the bench with his 4 fouls and come back in. Dogs have gone cold here. Crump, can he get us out? Yeah, straightaway 3 from deep. About a 27-28 footer for Tyree straight away. It's good. And he adds to his total. He's got 25 points.
Again, that's not off the dribble. That's just straight catch and shoot.
That's when he's money. Combs, couple of steps down the lane. Awkward looking, but layup good. 15 for Combs. 81-68. Georgia in front, but not as much as they were about 4 minutes ago. We were up 25 with about 8 minutes and something to go. Ogbede's shot blocked by Reed. He didn't even have to leave his feet to block shots. Texas Southern with the ball after the block shot. They chased it down in the corner. Deep, long 3. No good. Back iron. Rebounds up and over the backboard and out of bounds as John Jones hoisted a deep ball.
And let me tell you, his dad not too happy with him. There was just no need for that. It was so early in the shot clock. And clearly you're not going to guard somebody out that far.
But Dad, I was feeling it.
Yeah, but he was halfway. Yeah, his dad's going to show him something else he can feel because he's about halfway
put him across
out to,
his knee.
Yeah, halfway out to the logo.
Yeah, he was a little far out. Dogs with the ball, less than 4 minutes to go now. 81-68. Hightower, head fake, drive into the corner. 2 defenders there, sends a pass to Ogbede. Wrap around inside to Claxton. Claxton muscles it up, won't go. Rebound tapped over to Hammonds. Put back good, whistle and a foul. They should count that basket for Rayshawn Hammonds and send him to the free throw line.
And now that's what Georgia needs to do. See, that time they were far more aggressive on the offensive glass, and they got a couple of cracks at it.
Hammonds gets the points. He'll go to the line looking for one more after the timeout. 3:48 remaining. Georgia 83. Texas Southern 68. Breaking the action here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen. whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
It's time for your Regions Bank in-game recap. Regions Bank is the official bank of the SEC. Well, Georgia built a 25-point lead. 26 has been the largest of the game, but they were up 25, 78-53 around the 8-minute mark. But since then, Chuck, Texas Southern has outscored the Dogs 15-5 to trim it back to a 15-point ball game, 83-68.
And I told you, they were just killing us on the glass. We just stopped trying on the glass. We were up 41 to 25. We had a 16-point margin on the glass with 7:53 to play. And we're at 348 now, and it's down to 8. So they've cut that in half, just their effort on the glass.
Hammond's at the free throw line for and one. Rayshawn with 11 points, looking for a dozen. Left-handed shooter from Norcross. Free throw good. He got it. Ogbede got to the double-double, by the way, before Claxton did. Derek with 11 points and 10 rebounds. It is his second double-double this season, the 8th of his career. 84-68, Georgia. 3:35 to go in the ballgame. Texas Southern entry pass kicked by Hammonds. They tried to go from the left wing, from Jones to the big guy, the 7'2" center down on the block. Rayshawn got a leg on the ball, kicked it out of bounds. Shot clock at 20 for the Tigers.
Pat Adams was trying to say it's on the baseline. He was going, no. It comes over here where the entry pass was being made.
Tigers with a basketball. Jones working against Hightower. We switched defensively. We've got Hightower on Combs down on the block now. That might be a bit of a mismatch. Straight away is Bruce, 8 to shoot. Jones has it off the left wing. Jump pass inside. He's fouled on the pass. Hightower says, no, I got the ball. And he may have, but the official says he got some body too. Got the arm. And that's going to put the Tigers on the line, I believe. Yes. 7th team foul. Yeah, it's 1-1. That was not a shot. He was passing the basketball.
Well, no wonder
left
they're
over
losing.
from the weekend.
No wonder they're losing.
And the free throw is up and in good by John Jones. Front end of the 1-and-1. He'll get the bonus opportunity. 84-69 Georgia. With 3:18 to play here at Stegman Coliseum tonight. Second free throw by the son of the coach, right-hander, up and in good. You know, I don't know one coach's son that's a bad free throw shooter. Do you?
That's a good point, because coaches know how that drives them crazy.
They may not be able to do anything else, but they can all shoot free throws, it would seem. Dogs work it inside, foul line to Claxton. Head fake into drive, throws it up, misses, it rolls out. Hammonds with the rebound. They swat hit his, it rolls off the iron. There's Claxton for the follow and the two-handed dunk. Well, you got the rebound and the points on that one play. Texas Southern, blocked from behind and a foul on Claxton. That's going to be 5. The big guy at 7'2" was going up for the dunk. And
Nicholas said, not in my house.
Nicholas fouled him and blocked it.
Not here in my house.
And just fouled out with 2:47 to go. And he was a rebound shy of another double-double. He finishes with 15 points and 9 boards. A couple of assists.
How many blocks?
Well, I'm going to have to go inside the numbers to find that one.
Well, 3.
All right. Well,
three blocks.
Faster on it than I am.
Yeah, see, I would have counted that when the official didn't.
Claxton out. Ty Fagan will come in. And Trayvon Reed, 7'2" center, stands at the foul line to wait for the basketball and shoot foul shots for Texas Southern with the clock stopped at 2:47 to go. 86-70. Georgia by 16 points. Dogs on their way to their 5th win of the season, barring some sort of disastrous final 2:47. Free throw, rolls in there, sits on the back of the iron for a fraction of the second, then falls through good. 13 points for Reed now. Deep breath by the Auburn transfer. Right-handed shooter. Flicks the wrist, all net, good. And it's 86-72. Georgia with a 14-point lead. We've led by as much as 26 tonight in this half. Not long ago. Texas Southern with a late push. Hammonds to Ogbede to Hightower. Lay in good. All from the foul line down in.
And that was well done. And to Sean, give him credit for making that great cut down the baseline.
88-72. Texas Southern falls down, keeps the dribble alive. Get it to Combs. Goes in for the two-handed dunk. He misses it. He's going to hear about it from the crowd here at Stegman now. Georgia with the ball in the front court. It's Hightower.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. I mean, you just miss an easy dunk.
88-72. Georgia with a 16-point lead in the ball. 2:03 to play in the contest. Fagan's in the left corner. Whips it inside. Whistle blows the play dead. Ball went inside to Hammonds. Brian Shea with a whistle. And they're going to get a hold on the big guy, Reed. That's his 3rd foul, and 2 foul shots now for Derek Ogbede. Double bonus for the Dogs. 10th team foul by Texas Southern. Derek to the line for 2. First one is all net, good for Ogbede. Builds on his double-double. Dozen points, 10 rebounds for Derek. Our big guys were very effective tonight. Not to mention Tyree Crump, who has 25. But the big guys inside, we almost had a pair of doubles from Claxton and Ogbede. Derek knocks down both free throws.
Well, we said coming in we needed improved play in the backcourt, and Tyree has given us that tonight. I think Tashawn has given us that tonight. I think the backcourt play was much improved.
90-72 Dogs. Mike Edwards in for Derek Ogbede, who comes out after the free throws. Southern throws it away, trying to attack the basket. Crump up ahead to Hightower. Hightower curls around in the left corner. They'll work some clock. Minute 44 to go. Tyree on the logo, dribbles it with left hand, walks to his left. John Jones comes out to guard him. Jump pass left wing, Hightower. Rainbow 3, short. Side iron, rebound over to Fagan. Fagan attacks. They strip him going through the lane. Ball rolling on the baseline. Fagan goes to the floor. Bounces it out to Crump. Crump is double teamed on the side court and calls for a timeout. Thought they fouled him first. I think they did, really.
But
then he called the timeout.
Official awarded him the timeout, but it was good hustle by the Dogs. Just real good hustle on a loose ball in a game that's decided.
18-point Georgia lead, and a minute 25 to go. Georgia saved the possession on the hustle by Fagan and Crump, and 23 seconds on the shot clock after the timeout is over by the Dogs as they huddle up, standing up in front of us, and Texas Southern does the same down to our left. Up next for Georgia, it'll be Arizona State, 7-0. Arizona State. Yeah. The Sun Devils will be in Athens on December 15th, a Saturday evening, for a 6 o'clock contest. So the Dogs don't play again for a while. Final exams coming up.
And that's going to be a challenge. And I'm not talking about exams. That'll be a challenge too. but Arizona State will certainly be a challenge.
Yeah, good club. This team just played them. Texas Southern just played Arizona State on Saturday. Lost out in Arizona.
About
then
12.
traveled here for the weekend. And Johnny Jones was in for the women's game yesterday. Georgia playing Charleston Southern because he was a former Alabama assistant coach when Joni Taylor, our head women's basketball coach, was a player at Alabama.
She used to babysit his kids.
Yeah, how about that?
It's amazing. So that's pretty nice of the guy to come in early to see Joni coach.
Rayshawn Hammond's got fouled on that last play, and we'll put him back on the free throw line. 2 shots coming for the 6'8" sophomore from Norcross, and the left-hander strokes another free throw good. Hammond's now with 13 points in the ball game. Fagan comes out of the game, and Ignas Sargunas back in.
Okay. Tony practicing there?
Can we hear that? Or we can hear it, but yes, we can hear you, but the listening audience cannot. Not that that's not distracting or anything. Hammond's hit both free throws. Minute 7 to go in the ball game. 92-72. Georgia leads by 20. Tigers with the ball. Baseline jumper right side is good by Justin Hopkins. A mid-range 2 from the right. Hadn't heard from Hopkins in a while. In fact, that's his first points of the half. He had 8 at intermission. He's got 10 in the game now. 50 seconds to go. Crump's got the ball on a right-hand dribble. Reverses to Hightower. Oh, he wanted to shoot the 3. Leans in, drives, kicks it across the lane to Edwards. Edwards stopped chasing the ball. It got loose. Picked up by Texas Southern. They drive down inside. We foul on the other end. Ooh, Jones got his shoulder jammed on the play on the foul by Crump. Trying to shake it off and go to the free throw line for 2. Crump gives him a pat on the back. No harm felt, or no harm meant. John Jones felt some harm. Now he's going to the line to hit free throws, and number 1 is up and in good.
JoJo Toppin now without the brace on his right knee that he started with. That, I mean, it's a nasty-looking brace.
Yeah, kind of cumbersome looking.
Yeah, but he's going without it.
Hammonds comes out as Toppin comes in. So it's Crump, Sargunas, Toppin, Edwards, and Hightower on the floor for the Dogs. 92-75, 37 seconds left. And John Jones, the 6-foot sophomore guard, played at Nevada last year where his coach worked. Misses the second free throw. Edwards got the rebound, then threw it away. Now Jones will shoot a 3 left wing. That won't go. Rebound touched out by Jeremy Combs for Texas Southern. It'll be the Dogs' ball. 29.6 seconds to go. Crump will inbound. Shot clock is off. Dogs can dribble out the remaining time if they desire. 92-75. They will have won their 5th game in less than 30 seconds. Texas Southern playing tight defense. Hightower twisting with the ball, holding its position. And now it's knocked in the backcourt and out of bounds. In the backcourt on the near sideline by Texas Southern. The Dogs will inbound. 11.8 to go. And the Tigers are going to play defense right to the very end. Devontae Lumpkin into the ball game to play defense. We throw it cross court to Sargunas, and he gets it across the timeline. 6 seconds to go. Now they back away. Ignas will slowly dribble it out. Last second of the game, and there it is. Clock hits 0. The Dogs win it 92-75 over Texas Southern. Georgia now 5-3 for the year, and the Tigers from Houston, Texas, drop to 3-6, and the road schedule may be getting a little bit grim for them.
Yeah, no question. And you mentioned it. They had a game on Saturday night. They travel Sunday, and then they play here on Monday night. So that's tough. But give Georgia credit too. Georgia's had some time off. They've done some work, and I think it showed. And now you've got 12 days off before you take on Arizona State. Let's see what progress the Dogs can make from this point forward. Now you're at 5-3. You've got some more games coming up in December. Almost all of them, with the exception of one, are here on your home floor. And that's where like I said, this is where Dogs come to win. It's right here in Stegman.
And that's what they've done all season long, as Derek Ogbede is going to come talk to us here after this Georgia victory. Derek with 13 points and 10 rebounds. He'll put on the headset for us. And Derek, congratulations. Double-double tonight. You guys got the job done. Nice performance.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
Tell us a little bit. You guys were able to build a 26-point lead and kind of run away from these guys. They were able to chew into it a little bit, but tell us about that second half and how things were transpiring.
So we try to come out the same way, try to stay aggressive, smart, aggressive, keep our foot on the gas, as they say, and keep coming out strong. The crowd brought all the energy we needed, and we played off that, and it was fun to play.
What was the message from the coach at the half?
He wanted us to be relentless in a sense, to keep the same mindset, no matter who we're playing, no matter when we're playing them, to keep the same mindset, play the same way all the time. And this is hard, competitive, smart style of basketball. The style of basketball that we're trying to brand as ourselves. So he's been painting that image for us to decorate it, and for us to really find our identity as a team. Doing that in the same sense. So
he wants you guys not looking at the scoreboard, not looking at the opponent, just play into a bar that is exactly. Your love, that is acceptable in his eyes and your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, now when they made their run in the second half, they really did it by getting on the glass.
Yeah.
And they kind of took a little bit of an advantage, kind of took away the glass on both ends, offensive and defensive.
Yeah, they definitely came out strong too. Much how it was expected. So we made adjustments to their adjustments and adjusted some more and played off that.
What was it like inside against their 7'2" guy, Trayvon Reed? Talk about that experience. What was going on inside that maybe we didn't see?
He's a big guy. He's a big body, and we were told matchup rules. Obviously covering scout prior to the game, and just really had to try to stay attached to him and keep him away from the goal as much as possible. So it was a separate mission from the game mission.
A tall order, no pun intended.
Almost definitely.
For you and Nicholas, talk a little bit about how you guys are playing together. That's a very good combination that Georgia has right now.
We're really looking to get extremely cohesive as a team. Me, Nick, all our guys. When we really learn to play together, play our style of team basketball. It's going to be something to watch, I feel like.
Derek, you've been working with the guards. They got you putting the ball on the floor, making moves inside, right hand, left hand.
In this style, everybody does everything. So, the guards might post up some, and I'll be out there on perimeter, might shoot a three.
Well, when the guards start posting up, that's when I want to be somewhere else. I don't want to be watching that.
Derek, continued success. You look like you're having a lot of fun out there. Congratulations on this one. Nice job.
Thank you. Much appreciated, sir.
Derek Ogbede, our offensive player of the game, brought to you by IBEW. He's our player of the game, presented by IBEW. Not just offense, defense. He's the whole player of the game as he hustles off into the locker room now, and we thank him for coming by and giving us a quick chat after this Georgia victory, 92-75. And before we get into our locker room report coverage, let's pause for station identification here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Thanks again to Derek Ogbede, our IBEW player of the game. 13 points, 10 rebounds tonight for Derek, his second double-double of the year, 8th of his career as Georgia wins it 92-75 over Texas Southern. It's time now for our locker room report, brought to you by Regions and by Aaron's. Regions is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. We've awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. And in part by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Dogs win 92-75. Stay tuned. Our post-game coverage is straight ahead here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dedication, attention to detail, and going above and beyond. Your Bulldogs count on these qualities to get their game plan right. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans also counts on them to get your mortgage right. Because when it comes to buying a home, the right way should be the only way. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Based on Quicken Loans data in comparison to public data records.
State Farm, this is Bill.
It finally got me, Bill.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes.
Oh.
Yeah, year after rim-wrecking year, it's tormented the people of this town. They try to fill it, but it always returns. It got me good.
But you know, State Farm's got you too.
You hear that? You ain't nothing!
You trash talking a pothole?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm. Talk to an agent today.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Our exclusive coverage of Georgia basketball continues with the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's. Now, back to courtside for continuing live coverage of Georgia basketball.
Gumeze had to get away from it. Hammonds dives to the floor to save it. Over to Toppin. Reverse lay-in by the freshman. Good. Hammonds created that. Toppin got the candy on it. And that is our assist to the game, sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. Hammonds to JoJo Toppin, just one of the many fine plays by Georgia in this 92-75 victory. Welcome back to our Locker Room Report, brought to you in part by Regions. Some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. So whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Dogs improved to 5-3 with the win tonight. Texas Southern now 3-6, and Georgia trailed for just a brief moment early in the ball game, Chuck.
Right at the very
it's
start.
7-3. Texas Southern, that was their large lead of the night at 4 points. But once Georgia took the lead, they didn't relinquish it, and they built it up to a large of 25. Was it 25? 25 points in the second half.
And then that's when, of course, Texas Southern made its run. You know, and actually made it a little interesting with about 5 minutes to go, and you were thinking, you know, if they get this down into single digits, what's going to happen? But again, I point out they were doing it on the glass. They just cut our margin on the glass almost in half, and they were getting second opportunities. We were getting one because they were getting the defensive rebound. And, you know, when you start doing that, you start doing the work. And basketball is work. When you're playing defense and you're rebounding, that's work. And when you start doing the work, and they never did the defensive part of that work, but when you start doing the work, like the glass work, it'll start to pay off on the scoreboard.
Well, Georgia's shooting percentage went from 57 in the first half to 38 in the second half. So we finished under 50%.
They scored 40 in the second half. We scored 40. You know, it was a 40-40 second half game. We did not beat these guys in the second half of this game.
You just wonder, too, Chuck, what the game would have been like had Jalen Patterson, the transfer guard from graduate transfer from LSU, who played for Johnny Jones in his days at LSU, if he had been able to do anything at all offensively tonight. He had a miserable night shooting the ball, just 1 of 14, 1 of 11 on threes. He had 3 points. Did have 6 rebounds, 5 assists, but just couldn't find the bottom of the basket with any consistency.
And I got to tell you, he had some shots. He had some,
14 of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, some good looks. So, you know, not with guys in his face, but could not knock them down.
But Georgia wins it here with relative ease for the most part, 92-75, and now they'll be off for a few days before they host Arizona State. 7-0 Arizona State coming into Athens on December 15th, and that's part of a home-and-home that I haven't seen the schedule for next year, but I believe Georgia will return that game next season. But the Sun Devils coming to Athens for the next home game, December 15th, 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. So that's the next offering for the Bulldogs, who are now 5-3 on the year after this 92-75 victory. Our locker room report is brought to you in part by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. And we'll continue from Stegman Coliseum. We'll go through all the numbers, and we'll talk with Coach Tom Crean in just a little while as we roll along on this winning night from Stegman Coliseum. Dogs victor tonight, 92-75 over the Tigers. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom! One major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions. Member FDIC. Conditions and fees apply.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by AutoZone. Keep your engine light in check with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service that helps you troubleshoot the problem. Let's get you what you need. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
To 27, Dogs by 13. We've got the ball. Fagan, left wing, top of the key. It goes to Ogbede. Look at Derek.
Look at that!
Oh, right down the lane and a layup. He drove from the top of the key right down the lane and laid it up from the left side.
Changed hands. He did everything. I mean, that.
And that is our ultimate drive of the game. We just couldn't stop talking about it. Driven by BMW, your Atlanta BMW Centers, the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. We had Derek on moments ago right after the game, and Chuck brought that up to him. He just had this big smile on his face after
he says we have to do everything. He says we're going to have the guards posting up. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but I tell you what, he certainly has improved his ability to put the ball on the floor in tight traffic inside, which is not always something you want to see a big man do, but it worked for him tonight.
And he had a double-double this evening as Derek Ogbede finished with 13 points, 10 rebounds, and two of them coming on that play right there. Our post-game locker room report brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. Aaron's, who can lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed. And Regions is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. They've awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. So if you've got a goal, get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. All right, Dogs win it tonight 92-75. We'll talk with Bulldogs winning head coach Tom Crean in just a moment. So Georgia ups its record to 5-3. We had 5 players in double figures tonight, 4 starters and 1 off the bench, and the one off the bench had a big night. Tyree Crump with a career-high 25 points, just about couldn't miss. 8 of 10 shooting the ball tonight, 5 of 7 on his three-point attempts, and those 5 threes, also a career high. So Crump really got it done.
Yeah, Tyree was very impressive tonight. And again, Scott, when Tyree gets a chance to play off the ball, which Georgia tries to have him play. Now tonight, he handled the ball a lot, but they try to get him off the ball because he is best from behind the arc with that catch-shoot three.
And most of the times it seemed like, when they're passing it to him, when he was catching it tonight, he wasn't guarded. So he was moving
That
without
helps.
the ball to get open. And then when they found him open out on the perimeter, Tyree was really making him pay for it.
Yeah, that's one of those things when you're standing there by yourself, unguarded. It's one of those can't hurt, might help.
Yeah.
and for Tyree, it was certainly helping.
25 points for Crump tonight. He was the leading scorer in the ball game. And, again, one of 5 Georgia players in double figures as we check the numbers from this one. Second leading scorer in the game was Nicholas Claxton. 6'11 sophomore finished with 15 points and 9 rebounds. He fouled out of the game tonight. He had 3 blocks, a steal, a couple of assists. Again, a typical line from Nicholas. He puts a mark in every category on the stat sheet.
But what I'll always remember about Nicholas tonight was when Reed at 7-2 started to go up for that just mammoth slam on the other end, even knowing that he had 4 fouls on him, and
That's
this
right.
would be it. He went up and went, "No, you're not," and just took him and the ball and everything else out of there. Wouldn't allow him that brief moment of glory with a two-handed slam dunk in his house. So
that was
congratulations,
the ultimate team sacrifice. there.
Absolutely, it was. I love that.
He gave himself up for the sake of denying the dunk, and he did that. Rayshawn Hammonds had 14 points tonight to go with 8 rebounds in 24 minutes. He was 5 of 11 shooting. Derek Ogbede, who we've been talking about tonight, 13 points, 10 rebounds, his second double-double this season, the 8th of his career. And he was 5 of 11. Didn't shoot a 3 tonight because he's too busy dribbling and penetrating to the basket with those new guard skills that he has. And he was also 3 of 4 from the foul line this evening, which has improved his free throw shooting to around 60% or so. The other player in double figures was Tyshawn Hightower. He had 10 points in a starting role tonight. And it was Harris with 7. And then Ty Fagan had 4. JoJo Toppin and Ignas Sargunas each contributed with 2. And I think Coach Crean has joined us from the coach's locker room. Yeah. Coach, congratulations. Nice job by you guys.
We got to win. And we knew that we had a lot of respect for them. It was one of the earliest games. It didn't look like it at times that we started our preparation early. But we did, because I have a lot of respect for Johnny. I have a lot of respect for the kids on that other floor, or on the other team, especially with how many of them are from Georgia. Like number 5 and number 3 and other guys like that, and they come in with that attitude that they want to prove a point. They played at the highest levels, a lot of respect, like I said, and you got to respect them when they go and beat Baylor at Baylor and beat Oregon at Oregon. I mean, those aren't easy places to go. So it was a good win. It's a learning win. There's some really good performances. There's some really poor performances. And it's a win that we'll take, but it's a win that we got to build on and get a lot better in a short period of time before Arizona State comes in here next Saturday.
Well, you got time to do that, Coach. You're going to have 12 days, but it's also a time of finals. How will you handle all that?
We need to be on the court. I mean, obviously, this is a long break when you don't have the weekend to play games, but it is what it is. But we want to make sure that we're doing a great job academically, that they're maximizing their time with their tutoring, all the different things that go into that. We'll get our schedule based on, but we can't afford slippage. And I've never been with this team coming out of exams, so I don't know how they're going to respond, but I know I'm going to respond. And we've got to have a tougher team when it comes to getting on the floor for loose balls, when it comes to not dribbling loose balls, when it comes to being first to the floor. So I got to do a much better job of helping them execute better, of getting our defense better. Our communication in the first half was good, and our communication in the second half was not on the other end. And as I keep trying to tell these guys, we're going to build any championship-level habits. Long before you ever play for one, you've got to have the habits to get there. And a team on the second half has got to be a great talking team when they're away from your bench, and they've got to have tremendous spirit and energy together. And there were too many times tonight we didn't have that. But we're asking a lot of them, and we're not going to ask any less. But they're really trying. They're working to get better. But we've got to really make sure we max out the next week and a half before we go into that game.
Tom, it's not coincidence that when Texas Southern made its run in the second half was also at a time when it seemed that the Dogs let up on the glass on both ends.
Exactly. I mean, that's, I don't want to be. We're prepared. It's December 3rd, right? But at the end of the day, you're preparing for so much more than that, and they don't get that, right? They don't see, 5 feet in front of them sometimes of how important building the right habits are, and all kids are like that. But we got to get more from the bench. I mean, when we go, we get some long faces because they're not getting as many minutes. But guys like Ignis, guys like Amanzi, guys like JoJo, Mike Edwards has got to show up to the party here at some point and either decide he's going to grab the ball with 2 hands, talk on defense, rebound the ball, or we can't play him. And the other freshmen, we're not going to be as good a team if we don't have a level of depth. And we have a saying here that I learned a long time ago from Scott Skiles, and I love it. I've used it for a long time in coaching. You have to be play on demand. And that means when your number's called, when your time is called, you got to go in and be ready to go. You can't be not locked in. And I don't want to turn this into a short bench. I don't think that makes us a better team. But at the same time, there's a level of responsibility that's got to be there. And you mentioned it, Chuck. I mean, we have got to be on the glass constantly. And that means hitting people. That means beating people to the glass. That means grabbing the ball with 2 hands. And when that ball ends up loose on the floor, diving on it. Go get it. Because the only way we're going to get better is to start getting more 50-50 balls.
Did you like the way, Coach, that Tyree Crump responded for you offensively off the bench tonight?
I should never get on the radio or talk to anybody after a game because we could play. We could win by 60.
We're glad you do.
Yeah, we're going to win by 60, and I'm going to have issues. But I thought he did a good job. Absolutely. And I thought he played through fatigue and did some good things. Absolutely he did. And he got open shots. We moved the ball well. We had 18 assists on 32 made field goals. We had 11 threes. That's good. And so there were some really good things. Nick Claxton did some really good things. Certainly Derek. Rayshawn came back after the fouls. T-Shawn did some good things. We're looking for more. I coach these guys to the level of where I think they could be, not necessarily where they're at. And that's the only way we're going to get it. And the Caymans taught us a lot. And the Caymans taught us we're not going to be real patient. We've got to be – there's got to be more of an urgency all the time. And I think Tyree Crump has tried to respond to that.
Were you guys, or a better way to put it, what were you guys doing to Jalen Patterson tonight for them? He was 1 for 14. Was he just missing, or were you guys doing something defensively to make him miss?
We weren't nearly long enough on him. We want to play with length. And a guy like that, he shoots a low ball. And so he shoots it off of his right foot. So he doesn't need much time. So we had to have our hands active, and I didn't think we were nearly as active. I think a little bit of the fatigue. I mean, this team came from Arizona, played a Saturday night game, traveled across country yesterday. We wanted to bring fatigue to the game, right? We wanted to do that. Now, whether we did or whether we didn't, I don't know. But we wanted to make sure we were constantly aware of him. And when we defended right and switched, I thought it bothered him some, but he also just missed some shots.
Tom, before you go, I got to tell you, and I told Scott and the radio audience, I will remember Nicholas Claxton from this night, from this game, forever, from when their 7'2" guy with about 3 minutes to go was going to go up for a 2-handed slam. And even though he had 4 fouls, he wasn't going to let him do it in our house.
No, Nick has got a motor, man. I mean, he's getting better and better all the time. And we got to keep him on the floor. And that's why the Amanzis and the Mikes and guys like that, Monty can't go in and get 2 quick fouls because he left his feet and not in position. And I know they're freshmen, but the SEC doesn't care, right? They don't care. And we've got to be able to work through those things. And because I don't want to take steps back. We want to get better in the game. Nick gets better in the game. I mean, that's one of the greatest things I can say about him. And tonight was one of the first times I heard him mad that we had some guys not diving on the floor for loose balls. So that's a 2-part thing. Number 1, he's got to start leading the way with that. And number 2, he's got to be more verbal and vocal because he's got a lot of natural leadership in him. And we need to continue to bring it out.
Tom, congratulations on this one. And get them through the break, and we'll get ready for Arizona
Absolutely.
State.
And we're going to need – I was really impressed with the crowd on a Monday night, on an exam week night. I thought they were excellent. Hats off to Emily Kroom-Dietz and the way that the music, everything was rolling. But we have got to be packed next Saturday night when we play Arizona State.
No doubt about it.
Got to be packed because they're a really good team. They're going to come in here ranked. I would very much assume. They've got very good players. They've got future pros. They've got early pros. They're well coached, and there is no way we're gonna need our crowd big time.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck. Every seat sold and filled. Please. That's how we build it, and then we can start bringing recruits in here. And when you start to have recruits come in here and see what kind of atmosphere we can have, because I've said this before, I've said it privately, I've said it publicly, I would just as soon have a recruit come in and see us practice and build their skills. But the recruits want to be at the games, right? And if the recruits are going to be at the games, they can't come on low crowds. If we're going to get in this game and we're going to get into going against the best teams in the country for players, we have got to have some pageantry and excitement inside of these games, all right, and packed houses, and not just when January hits. We've got to get them. And I know the fans have been fantastic. And again, tonight felt like so much more, but we can't leave any doubt next Saturday night.
Coach Tom Crean, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, the Dogs a winner tonight. Wow. There's the coach making the bid for folks to be here a week from Saturday.
That's not a bid. That's a demand, and that's what it takes, because that is what he said is exactly true. That is what will make this Georgia basketball program elite, is to fill this arena so when recruits come in here, they see it. How do you think Kirby Smart has done with making sure that those recruits, they see the very best in facilities, which we have here for basketball too, but when they come out there and they see that crowd at Sanford Stadium, that's the excitement that's in the air, and everybody is, as Kirby says, loud on third down, and so that's what gets guys to go, I want to go play there. And Coach Crean's exactly right. That's what it's going to take here for basketball.
Dogs get it done tonight, 92-75 over Texas Southern. Our locker room report brought to you by Regions and by Aaron's, and we're back for more in a moment after this timeout on the Bulldog Sports Network.
How do you make a Barbasol shave even better? Use the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus razor. With 6 ultra-thin, open-flow blades and a crafted metal handle for easy control, it's sure to give you that trusted, close, comfortable shave you've come to expect from Barbasol. Even better, you can now save time and money when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Go to Barbasol.com and use promo code SHAVE to save $3 off your order today.
Barbasol. Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes, official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at Aaron's.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Post-game locker room report brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. Lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Our final stats are brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. The Dogs win it 92-75 over Texas Southern. Georgia with 52 points in the first half, 40 in the second. It was dead even in the second, 40 points apiece for the Bulldogs and for the Tigers. Leading scorer in the game was Tyree Crump off the bench with 25 points, a career best, 8 of 12 shooting the ball, a career high 5 3-pointers in the ballgame, 5 of 7 on threes. He was 4 of 5 from the foul line. And then twos across the board the rest of the way. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 2 steals in 25 minutes on the floor. He was one of 5 players in double figures for Georgia, along with Nicholas Claxton, 15 points, 9 rebounds. He fouled out of the game with less than 3 minutes to go, I believe. 14 points and 8 rebounds from Rayshawn Hammonds. 13 points, 10 boards from Derek Ogbede, his second double-double of the year, the 8th of his career. And it was Tyshawn Hightower, the final player in double figures, with 10. He was 3 for 7, had 1 3-pointer to his credit. Perfect from the line tonight, 3 for 3. The Dogs hit 17 of 22 foul shots tonight, 77%. The Tigers of Texas Southern were 16 of 24 from the foul line, 66%. They shot 35% for the game. Georgia shot 48%. The Dogs win the rebounding battle 50-35. Chuck, final thoughts.
Final thoughts are just what Coach Crean said there at the end of his interview, is that we got to start to think in terms of 12 days from now, Arizona State coming in here, and we need a packed Stegman Coliseum. You need this place to be absolutely sold out, and for more reasons than just the on-court effect that it'll have for these Georgia Bulldogs going against, at this point, an undefeated Arizona State team. It'll have a huge impact on how this program can progress down the road.
Yeah, this may very well be the best team that Georgia has faced thus far, and we've already faced some pretty good ones when Arizona State, currently 7-0 on the year, comes to town a week from Saturday. We thank you for staying with us here through our post-game coverage brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. And some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. So whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Pick Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpickstudio. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. That's going to conclude this portion of our post-game coverage. For Tony Schiavone, our producer-engineer, for my broadcast partner Chuck Dowdle, I'm Scott Howard. Final score again tonight, Georgia 92 and Texas Southern 75. Cabell Philpotts in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He's next here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Blue Emu Lidocaine Cream and Maximum Arthritis Cream, both deep penetrating and odor-free. Beat the pain 2 ways and live life. Blue Emu, it works fast and you won't stink. Available at nationwide retailers.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the 3rd annual Blue Emu Bowl-a-thon.
Jerry, what's wrong with you? You haven't rolled a strike all night.
I know, Coach. It's killing me, and it's throwing off my game.
Wait, you're telling me you've been playing hurt this entire game? What are you thinking? No wonder you've been throwing gutter balls. Blue Emu works to soothe muscles and joints, and best of all, it works fast, and you won't stink.
Blue Emu, available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and other national retailers.
Welcome inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Cabell Philpott with you. Georgia victorious over Texas Southern 92-75. As we take a look at scores from elsewhere around the country, Texas A&M pounding on Northwestern State 65-48. The Aggies 2-4 to start the season, looking for a home win tonight to get back on track, make it a 2-game win streak for the first time this season. Again, the score now 65-50, A&M up on Northwestern State, 8-minute mark of the second quarter. Other games going on around the country in the top 25, 10th-ranked Michigan State hammers 18th-ranked Iowa in Big Ten play at home, 90-68 the final score. For Michigan State, it was Kenny Goins, 19 points and 14 rebounds in the victory for Sparty. 4th-ranked Virginia, 83-45 winners over Morgan State. 8-minute mark of the second half, 11th-ranked Florida State beating Troy 64-53. And 4:19 remaining in the ball game at the Kohl Center. Number 12, Wisconsin up 57-49 on Rutgers in Big Ten play. Georgia winner 92-75 over Texas Southern. Exam week coming up. We'll check in on what's to come for the Georgia Bulldogs right after these messages and wrap things up on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog fans. With Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan. Tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Welcome back one final time inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Georgia winners tonight over Texas Southern 92-75. The final score as we look ahead the week in Georgia athletics. The women's basketball team against Furman tomorrow night, 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock tip at Stegman Coliseum as the Georgia women take on Furman. And then most of the basketball teams are off until the following Friday, the 14th of December. Georgia at Villanova for women's basketball, a 7 o'clock tip in the city of brotherly love. And then you heard Coach Tom Crean say He needs everybody in Stegman Coliseum a week from Saturday, the 15th of December, as Georgia takes on Arizona State. A 5:35 airtime across these same radio network stations for a 6 o'clock tip on Saturday, December the 15th, Georgia and Arizona State at Stegman Coliseum. For our entire broadcast crew, I'm Cabell Philpott saying goodnight, reminding you once again the final score from Stegman Coliseum: Georgia 92, Texas Southern 75. Dogs on top.
You've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. By Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. The executive producers of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network are Tom Stoltz and Tim Pernetti. Associate producers Tom McDonald and Chris Ferris. Network manager Adam Witten. I'm staff announcer Carl Shannon. Special thanks to the University of Georgia, Athletics Director Greg McGarity, and to the staff and management of Cox Media Group. Georgia Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, powered by IMG and JMI Sports.